So I need to switch screens. This thing is not set up. Damn you, OBS. Shaking my hands at the screen as OBS conks up
Doug,
again.
I just realized, Doug, where's your fan? Isn't it hot over there?
It is spinning. It is making a whole ruckus here in the background.
Oh, wow. I don't hear anything at
He
all.
used a noise filter.
Yeah, I learned about noise filters. On stream, my voice probably sounds a little bit more robotic, like you're hearing me through a Super Nintendo system, but it's much less noiser, I hope, than less
Better than a fan.
I
than
mean, a little, but it's a lot better than what happened last time.
yeah. Probably it's probably better than a couple weeks ago. And we it helps with the retro feeling, if anything. But anyway, we're live. Oh my Doug, we're live. Um, could you guys do me a favor and post links on Twitter saying that we're live? Hello and welcome.
Advertisement?
Yeah, advertisement. I'm just gonna say D&D stuff. Throw a link. I don't have time to prepare this thing.
Try to get my phone not to die.
It's alright. So, hello and welcome everyone to Conquerors of Nolyn, featuring the mismatched Mavericks. Once again, we played last last week. I don't remember what happened exactly, but we couldn't play, so we postponed the game to today, and we didn't warn anybody about it, but I mean, if you weren't here last week, you probably didn't even know about that not happening or not happening anyways. Welcome. Last time around, lots of shenanigans were happening. This group of adventurers, known as the Mismatched Mavericks, had to, after returning to the City of Redemption and enjoying a chill time at a festival, the Festival of Enlightenment, to celebrate the god Fanfigor and the god of knowledge. All of you then went to your friend and contact and quest giver, Finasayer, who told you that he has probably found someone very important to this group, Faye de Bulbeck, his prior apprentice, who betrayed him at the very first game and ran away to the city. Well, ran away somewhere, but now your contact Finn believes that Faye, two different names that sound incredibly alike, is in the city of Bunder in a nearby abandoned fort, and he told you guys to go over there. And then after the group did a little bit of preparing, all of you went to Bunder through the use of teleportation spells, because you're friends with a wizard apparently. And then once you were, well, all five of you were in Bunder. By five I mean Drac Daring, Storm Climb, Falcon, Derek, and Finasayer. Unfortunately not Ender, because he had something very important come up, as Anthony, the leader of the Adventurers Guild, called him away for an important mission that he must undertake on his own without the rest of the group. You said your goodbyes to him with pain in your hearts, I hope, and then you went to Bunder, all five of you. After which you spent the night over there, where while Stormclimb flew over to the fort to try and explore it, and then he found out that he can't see in the dark and had to fly back, with little to report, except that the book that Faye had stolen is there, that he detected through magical means. So you had a place, an objective, and a hastily drawn plan. And once morning dawned, all of you made your way over there. Well, upon reaching the fort and entering, you found out that it wasn't empty. It was occupied by a group of wolf folk and orcs all of whom you murderized after negotiations went south, after they didn't want to give away secrets, and you didn't want to just let them leave. Or something, I don't remember exactly what happened, but you murdered the five persons. And afterwards, well, 4 or 5, one of them ran away. And after that, you decided to start exploring the remainder of the tower, the fort, and that is where we left off. With you going through a corridor full of locked doors, opening one, and finding out that you walked into a trap, and Drakdarian was shot in the chest with a ballista. Shit, that's the wrong map. This is the right map. Sorry. You all should be able to see the situation now.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Scattered brained as always, but I hope this helped you all get back to where we left off. And I would like everyone to roll for initiative, because it's goddamn battle time.
You gotta turn on the encounter, I think.
Yes, I do,
Unpause
sorry.
the game.
Actually, I have to set that you guys are in combat.
Oh, well.
Oh, okay, the music.
You guys hear music?
Yes, there should be music.
I hear music.
Is the map flashing for anybody else?
No, but mine is still paused and I can see everything in the map.
Everything.
Mine's like
Everything.
flashing.
What? You shouldn't be able to see
What are you
everything.
doing?
Oh
I can
no.
see everything too.
Oh no. Foundry.
Green flashes.
I see no tokens, I just see map.
Oh, I'm actually looking at a strobe effect. Hold on, let me try refresh.
Oh gosh.
Like the battle music started playing and it just strobe lighted me like, oh god.
Final Fantasy begins.
Oh boy, everything's going downhill.
At least it's all going
the
wrong
left.
to start. Okay, everything is good now. Great, wonderful. Where's the music? There it is.
I'm reloading.
I refreshed and everything is better.
Oh boy.
I was like so nice and relaxed, and then just dun dun, like, flash. It's good now. It's good now.
Alright. So the
Dice everywhere.
only one that needs to still roll for initiative is Drakdarian and and there you go, the Raven Familiar. Oh, by the way, before we begin, don't forget to draw your inspiration cards.
A 1!
Ow.
You probably will need it. You can go into the
You know what? Alright, Foundry. Okay. Alright.
you can always go into the the tables and roll them. There you go.
Rolled a 1 on initiative, but I got that Joker.
Oh,
We're
6.
starting out with extremes today.
What game is this battle music from?
Fire Emblem
Yeah.
Tree Houses.
I knew it!
Sorry, I've been on a Fire Emblem binge. I just got my collector's edition for Shadow Dragon.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's kill people. Let's do
Well,
this.
now you have found out the secret. I'm a nerd. So,
Oh no!
oh no.
Oh no, I would have never guessed.
Never guessed.
So Falcon, you're up first for a change. What are you doing? As you
Let me just.
you open the door. Well, you see Drakdarian in the end of the hallway, opening up a door, and as soon as he does, you just hear some noise on the other side and a loud thunk, and then a heavy ballista bolt hitting Drakdarian on the chest and almost pinning him to the wall, and you just see blood splattering everywhere as he tumbles to the side, almost having been impaled, but then taking a shitload of damage. What are you doing?
Wonderful. One quick extra question, really quick. Does anybody know if there's a dark mode? I swear to God, there was a dark mode the last time we played.
For the character sheet?
Enable that. Yeah.
You go into the last tab, which is options. You go into configure settings, module settings, tidy 5e sheet, and there should be the alternate dark is the first option in color scheme. I don't know why this
So
thing's...
under model. Oh, there it is.
I don't know why this thing keeps changing, but eh.
You said it's a tidy sheet? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Okay, thank goodness. Sorry, I could not read my thing. Alright. I'm good now. I can see. I can fight. Let's see. I am going to, do the oldie but a goldie, because it's one of the only attacking spells I have. And I'm going to cast Fireball.
Oh, snap. That's the one thing I didn't account for. Falcon going first. Initiative.
Yeah, right? A little bizarre, isn't it?
Oh no.
So I'm gonna spark it, right about here. Get all three of them in the radius, and there.
Sure. I will only say that you have to actually shoot it one square to the right, because you can't actually see that square from your position, but it will still get all of them.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. My bad. I need to think about that.
It's alright, don't worry. Anyway, all of them get to make a delicious. God damn it, I have the wrong tool selected. All of them make a lovely DC 15 dexterity saving throw. Let's roll for it. Whoa boy, this combat might be done way faster than I anticipated.
That's usually how Fireball works.
Yeah, Fireball is like, I'm on a hurry. Get fucked.
Fun.
All of them fail. Would you look at that?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about having a high intelligence. Your save DC is higher as well, and people can't roll that well.
Heck yeah.
So you release a tiny bead of light, flaming light, that from your hand, Falcon, as you conjure up this incantation, it flies over everyone's heads, and when it collides with the ground on the other, inside the room, almost in the middle, it then sparks and combusts in a very loud, very big, fiery explosion that hits everyone and explodes and breaks all of those boxes in the end, burning the contents within, damaging the ballistas beyond repair because the strings get burned as well, so those ballistas are useless now, and killing the egocentric Hiejmira, who is the one guy who ran away from you all in the previous fight you had, so he's already dead. And on top of all that deliciousness, the little cauldron in the middle of the room lights up. And as soon as it lights up, you see... actually, it's combat. You don't see things unless you're paying attention to them. Roll a perception check, everyone. A wisdom perception.
Right. Yeah, okay.
That's good enough.
Fair enough.
It's something.
Drekdaring is the only one who's actually inside the room. In fact, the Drekdaring, you're there if you... inside the room. You're the only one who sees this Drekdaring. You see that as soon as the cauldron gets lit in the center of the room gets lit up, some sort of mechanism within it releases, and there's a coil of chains wrapped around the base of this cauldron thing in the ground, and these coil of chains they seem to release and they start spinning around, and as you see the those chains running through a slit, a canal through the ground that goes all the way through this corridor where you just came from and way farther beyond where you are. You see that as the chain keeps going slack, as more and more of it is released from that center piece. And You're not entirely sure what that did, but you have bigger problems right now. Is that it for your turn, Falcon, or are you still moving or doing something else?
Besides, moving a few feet back, I am done negotiating.
Okay. Negotiations in which you said no words.
We tried before.
Who taught him how to negotiate?
Well, to be fair, you gave up when they just asked for money and just threw a fireball at them.
Hey, it was a good fight.
No compromise.
Someone's very liberal with fireballs today. So, that's your turn. Next up is Andron Henrik. I think that's Russian for Henrik, but anyway. He is from the very far back of the room going to multi-attack. Why not? Can he though? Can he? Sure, why not? Oh no, he actually cannot. Would you look at that? He can't reach you, Drakdaring. He's too far away, so instead he's going to pull his longbow and release 2 shots against you. Or try and hit you with 2 longbow shots, rather. He desperately loses 1 arrow and then another arrow. Only one of which hit.
Yeah, don't forget, Drac, you have Warding Bond on, so that gives you a +1 to AC saving throw, and you take half damage.
Wonderful.
And I take that damage too.
Cool. I can kill you 2 faster now.
It's a buy one, get one free deal.
And I didn't have to buy anything. So, that's it for that guy. He's going to... Why did he do that? That makes no sense. But anyway, I already done it. He's going to stay there, actually. He's going to take 1 step back. And that's his turn. Next up is Stormclimb / Damocles. Wow, everyone rolls so poor initiatives.
Yeah, hi. I rolled a 1.
Cool.
Well, let's see. Stormclimb has still been riding on Drakdarin, so let's see. I want to try and get a better look at this place. I'm guessing since a fireball didn't, there's no like gunpowder in this place because fireball went off and nothing really exploded. So are those? What about the ballistas? Are they still working?
Make a wisdom perception check.
Somebody exploded.
As you
Something exploded.
run into the room and quickly examine your surroundings to see what the heck's going on.
Ooh, 20.
You see that the ballistas, they have been only charred on the sides, but the bowstring that they used to fire the ballistas have been combusted, so the ballistas are useless as it is right now.
Okay, that's good.
You do, however, see that just to the side where Drakdaring is, to the wall he was nearly impaled, there is a bunch of cannons, some cannonballs, and indeed a few barrels of powder, gunpowder. Thankfully, that area was not hit by any fireball.
Neat. So, how many actions would it take to load up a cannon with one of those balls and fire it at the enemy?
Way too many. You're incredibly small to operate a cannon by your own.
Rats. Okay.
Literally.
So, okay. So
You're a
then,
mouse.
who looks the most damaged? Because I don't really see the I don't see the display for how damaged they are anymore.
The one in the middle. It looks the worst.
Neat. So I want to try and end this real quick. So I'm going to...
No.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up my character sheet.
Paladin spells.
More like paladin abilities at this point. I'm not trying to burn through those spell slots just yet. What was I looking for again? Oh, right. So I wanted to use my paladin ability. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Channel Divinity Legendary Strike. So for the next minute, anytime I roll a 19, it counts as a crit. And then I want to use... That's my bonus action, so for my main action, I'm going to use my gun, my Mab Blaster, and fire it off to the guy in the center, the... What are they? Minotaurs?
Bugbears.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so I'll fire it at the bugbear next to the cauldron. Oh, right. So... Let's see... Nope, that's it. I'm gonna just do my roll. Oh, wait, could I have, Damocles... No, never mind. I'll save that for later. So, I'm going to fire. Let me just... 23.
Oh boy, that was nearly critical.
And, yeah, I'll fire again. Darn, 10.
Alright.
And that's my, oh, and then, Damocles is going to, he's hilted next to, Drakdarin again, so he's going to give Drakdarin the help action.
Alright.
And that's it.
Okay. So that's it for your turn. You just show up from within Drakdarin's armor and shoot twice at the guy in the middle. He takes the first shot and then he dies behind the cauldron to avoid the second shot, which ricochets dangerously into the back of the room, with this whole room being cylindrical. You know, ricochet is a thing. But eventually the bullet loses its power and just falls harmlessly to the ground. And next up is the enigmatic Pilot. He's going to... Seeing this whole nonsense going on, it's going to dash towards here. Well, dash, quote unquote, is going to run over there and attack Drakdarin twice.
No, don't. Stop.
You
Please, help.
You don't sound very excited.
I'm mostly worried about Stormcloud.
He pulls out a Morning Star and tries to whap you a couple times. Oh no.
Well, one of those sure does
Oh, yeah.
hit.
At first, he swings and misses completely. He tries to go for you, but you kind of just duck a little bit, and he goes wide, and he even spins in places. He misses, but then on the comeback, on the second spin, he actually hits you, and with the extra force and momentum, he actually hits you hard enough to do a lot of damage.
Halved and shared.
Have them share. Shared.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, apparently. Your Raven familiar is doing nothing, I imagine, right, Falcon?
Can't really do much. Yeah, actually, gonna just sit there and chill and do bird things. Maybe walk back and forth a few times, caw once or twice.
Okay. It just keeps hopping in place there on the ground, in the middle of the corridor, just watching the action unfolding, things exploding, guns going off, and people whacking each other on their face. Like
Just
birds
a
do.
bird being a burb.
Yeah, just burbs being burbs. And next up is the Shahma Lowe's host in the middle, who has just been shot by a gun, if anything. he is going to assess the situation, see what's going on, take a step to the side, take aim, and lose a couple of arrows against the one and the only Falcon.
Oh, lovely.
Wait. Oh yeah, he doesn't have arrows. He has crossbows. Well, he has bolts on his crossbow, yeah. That's what I meant to say.
I guess I'm going to react. Oh, wait. That didn't even... That hit?
I hope a 4 doesn't hit you.
Hope not. I hope your AC is not below 10.
Thankfully, it is at a solid 10.
Good. Fair.
Good. And because it's a heavy crossbow, he can only shoot it once. So he, after shooting, missing, he starts to take some. He just throws it on the floor, grabs his javelin that he has on his hand, and he tries to lob it as well using his multi-attack action. And unfortunately, he can't really hit you all the way over there, Falcon, so he's going to direct it towards direct daring. Oh boy, what happened?
Whoa. Okay, that, of course that's the crit.
Ah, I see. So, what is all
Well,
this damage that he's rolling?
That's a lot of damage, Doug.
It's
We're
actually
worried about that being 30 damage right now.
I know you said that these thugs are beefy, but that seems excessively beefy.
I mean, that seems like standard. Like I could hit that.
the damage that he deals is 10 points of damage. Only the second one counts. So 8 plus 2 is 10, halved between Storm Climb and Direct Daring.
Ow.
Oh, okay.
That first is in case he hit you in melee.
Oh, I see.
Which he didn't. If he had, you would have died, probably.
We would be on the ground right now.
Right?
At least one of us.
And that is his turn. After losing a bolt from his crossbow, then lobbing a javelin, he picks up a morning star and prepares to whack you whenever he gets the chance. And that's his turn. Next up is you, Direct Daring, or rather, lastly, finally is you. What are you doing?
I'd have had a ballista shot into me, and I've been hit with a morning star and hit with a javelin. Just... Ow! Now you all have to die. Axe.
Oh no.
Oh, you have advantage. Yeah.
Oh, I do. Well, just roll it one more time then. Just in case it's 20, it's not, but it's better.
It's better. He doesn't die right away, but he gets hit. And you make a nasty cut across his chest.
I guess I'll have to hit him again then.
Okay, go for it.
Without advantage this time.
Yeah, this is a straight roll.
Ooh. Oh my god, the max damage.
Wow.
Whoa.
Imagine if it was a critical, it would have been a critical with max
So
damage.
So close to the best thing a fighter can have happen.
So sexy. So that hits. No surprise there. For a lot of damage. And this guy, his legs buckle with the sheer force of your axe coming down onto him, and he gets knocked onto the ground, and he kneels down and he defends with his morning star, and then he gets up battered and wheezing. He is nearly dead, but he's still hanging on.
That's unfortunately my whole turn.
Okay.
I got nothing else.
Are you moving or doing anything else?
No. I think I'm good right here for now.
Alright, next up then is Falcon. Second round.
Alright. Alright. I am going to keep my feet planted firmly where they are, stare down at the crossbow bolt for a moment, and then cast magic missile at 2nd level
At whom?
at the bugbear in front of Jack Darren.
Alright. So, as this guy, he stands up, holding his Morning Star, you shoot a bunch of magic missiles right at him. They fly past him, almost as if they were going to the bugbear in the middle of the room, and just as they're getting close to him, they seem to stop, lose their momentum, and then they turn around doing a U-turn and hit this bugbear from behind. Six? A lot of bolts just hit him, pummeling him in the back, and just like that, you see the light go out in his eyes as he just he seizes up and just collapses to the ground, dead, as it happens.
Life is such a fragile thing. It's a shame people are so apt to waste it.
And he's
I suppose that's it.
okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna take a few more steps back.
No, don't.
We're gonna get done with this fight, and Falcon's gonna be in. He's gonna have left the dungeon.
Right. Shoot once, take 3 steps back.
That's good strategy, in my opinion.
Alright, so next up is, once again, the Andron Henrik, I guess. From where he is. Seeing as you just killed one of his friends, Falcon, he's going to pick his longbow and direct it at you now instead.
Oh, wonderful.
You're incredibly far away, which is a lousy thing to have happened. But you're still within range, so he's going to try and hit you twice with his longbow. Let's see if that works. So the first arrow hits you square in the chest. As you take a couple steps back, you actually turn around to leave, and then when you turn back, you just see an arrow planting itself in your chest, and you take 9 points of damage. Write that down, wizard.
I am writing down exactly that.
And then you see, as he's starting to knock and lose another arrow, and this time he just managed to sidestep and it flies past you, missing you completely.
Just kind of callously turning back over his shoulder, very noticeable amounts of blood coming out of his mouth. Life is a very, very fragile thing. And turns back around to face the fight.
And that's his turn. Next up is Damocles and Stormclimb.
Okay, so I want to try and talk to the guys and say, okay, listen, we just went through like 80% of your friends, so if you two really want to make it out of here alive, you better surrender or we'll fuck you up good that nobody else will be able to put together the pieces after we're done smashing you to bits.
Make an intimidation check, Stormclimb. If you really want to intimidate them, I'm gonna consider this your action.
It's not so much that I'm trying to intimidate them, it's just like I'm just trying to get them to just to...
Yeah,
mind?
intimidating them into giving up.
Oh, okay.
I'll consider this your action. Make an charisma intimidation check.
Alright.
Calculator.
16?
They look at one another with quick glances before they look back at you after sharing meaningful looks. And they quickly drop their weapons to the ground and they just nod, slowly raising their arms in a somewhat of a peaceful position, as in, we want none of this shit. Please let us go. They just immediately gave up. They just raised their arms and l- uh, drops their weapons, and as best as you can tell, they have given up fighting.
Okay, so Stormclimb is going to whisper to Drac. Drac, what should we do? I didn't think this would actually work, because, you know, I'm a rat. I'm a talking rat.
I just look at them. Some lightning crackling between my teeth. I will give you 10 seconds to run before I vaporize both of you. And
The-
just point my axe at the other door.
There's a very angry wizard very slowly making his way down the hall.
The door up to the other side of where you guys are, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Get out.
They nod at you like, all right, thank you. We don't want any trouble. And they book it. They run towards that direction. And all of you hear as they run that way. And as soon as they get into the corridor, out of sight, there is a sparkling noise and then a fire explosion bursts. And you just see flames shooting out of the door through which they just ran out of.
So does the air now smell like charred meat?
I'm gonna walk over and just close the door.
Yes, the air does smell like charred meat. And Draktharian, as you step over there, you just see the flaming skull in the other room still spinning around, seemingly guarding something, and two burnt, charred bugbear corpses slumped in the corridor there in the middle.
Just gonna close the door. And turn around and just... Well, that went well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was kind of surprised that we managed to end the fight like that, but I was also surprised how those two guys managed to, you know, become very well done. Considering that the other guy, did the one guy that Falcon blew up, was he the one that ran away from us earlier?
Probably. I would imagine so.
Yeah, it was him.
whatever's left of them.
Yeah,
The
There's
orc.
probably no corpse left.
yeah, and he went up north where that skull was, what, didn't he?
He did, which tells me that he probably might have been the person to put it there.
Okay, well, I guess we should try and see if there's anything left of these guys. Maybe there's something we can use to get by that floating skull.
I am going to sit on one of these boxes and tend to my wounds. You go ahead and look around. Whatever you did, Falcon, not only killed the guy, but also whatever that chain goes to.
It's a shame about the
Something
other
happened.
two. I didn't really get to repay the favor.
You know, you look better with some blood on you.
Could you repeat that? I had to turn down the ambience.
You look much better with some blood on you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to see that I'm your type. Let me just, I want to examine this dead body of the one that ran away, that got a little incinerated.
So the captain of them all, as you get over there and you see his half-charred, burnt corpse on the ground, actually, as soon as you reach him, you have to actually step on him to put away some remaining flicker of flames, and then you start to sift through his non-burnt belongings. Make an investigation check, Falcon. As you turn him around and start to pull open his clothes and find out pockets and sift through the burnt and unburnt things that he has. You do find that he has apparently a lot of money on him. He had 40 gold pieces on his person. Nearly as much as everyone else had on their own. And
Alright.
he also has a key on him.
A key.
Yes.
What does a key look like?
This key looks looks regal, to say the least. It is made of metal. The body of the key is made of metal, but the head, the top, it is emblazoned with a crest, and it looks very regal. There's all sorts of little details to it. It looks like it was exquisitely crafted, and you imagine that it's was very important to whoever owned this key, and you imagine what sort of thing this key could open, and where and why.
Well, then I think we have a few things to look around for while we're here. But question, oh bloodied ones, should we take a rest?
I would love to take a moment.
I need to take some 5. By the way, did I see Falcon pull out the key from the corpse?
If you were paying attention and if Falcon wasn't trying to hide it, then yes, you did see it.
I am not trying to hide it, just pulling out a fancy key.
Okay, does it seem magical? Like, do I get a sense of magic from it?
You don't have any sort of a magic detection spell going on, and in fact, the only one who had any sort of magical detection spell going on was Falcon, and once he took a hit, I will call you, Falcon, to make a concentration check, which is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew about this, Spacey, but since Falcon is a wizard, he is able to cast ritual spells as a ritual. As
He's
long
done it,
as
like,
he
3
knows the
times.
spell, he doesn't have to. Oh, okay.
He's done it like 3 times already.
Sorry,
we
I
can-
don't
we can do
remember.
He's
It's
fine
okay.
familiar last time.
Yeah, the ritual spells, you can cast them without having them prepared, pretty much. But, unfortunately, Falcon, you do lose concentration on your detect magic spell that was going on once that arrow hit you. And you were not paying attention to your surroundings that well when you were fighting, so now you're here with your spell over. So you don't get any... You stop sensing all magical things around you. And you, Stormclimb, can't sense magical things to begin with unless you're casting some sort of spell.
Okay. So what about the boxes? Is there anything in there?
No. I mean, there was. They have... All the boxes to the left have been blown up, and their contents have been incinerated. To the right, the one box where Draktharian is sitting looks dangerously close to breaking, and the other two, when you open them to examine them, they seem to contain only military things like bundles of arrows, some whetstones for sharpening tools, scabbards, and other things. Just military equipment, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So how are these cannons looking? Do they look like they work?
Make a an intelligence history check, Stormclimb. Because
I'm not good at those.
I don't imagine you came across many cannons in your life, working ones, to know.
I mean, technically I do, since I have a gun on my back.
Guns and cannons
That's
are.
like a gun. That's kind of like a cannon.
No, I'm not gonna let you stretch this one. That's a huge leap, if anything.
Oh no, two.
Unfortunately, Stormclimb, you're not super savvy in cannon workings, so have no idea whether or not this could work. You have seen cannons firing before through the magical box, but you have not ever been near one or seen it properly used. So you have no idea of its operations, how it works, how to make it fire, and if these cannons here could be usable.
Okay.
But even then, they look incredibly heavy and big for you.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Hey, Drac, do you think you can lift these cannons?
What do you want the cannon for? You have a gun.
I'm just saying. Wait, is that floating skull still there?
The door has been closed, but before it was closed, the flaming skull was still there in the room.
I'm just saying we could probably use this to take care of the floating problem in the that other room. The the guys we were fighting just left through.
I mean, do we want to go in there?
I'm not sure if we have a choice, but I guess we should first look around just to see if there's anywhere else we can go. After we're done, getting patching ourselves up,
Because I imagine, if nothing else, we do have a guy who shoots fire out of his hands.
I
and
can
other
shoot fire out of
magical
my hands.
effects. Right.
Well, I was just thinking on a way to, conserve our magic.
Yeah.
What's conservation?
I would like to take an hour to rest first, if we don't mind waiting around a bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of roughed up a little bit, so I need to take a rest too.
How do I do that? Roll hit dice. Okay.
So are you guys taking a rest here in this room?
Close all the doors, take a short rest.
Okay. You close all the doors and you finish putting out the flames that were burning, and then you sit down and tend to your wounds as you see some mangled corpses there, smelling slightly burnt and charred, and trying your best to ignore all of those horrible sights as you focus on healing. And during the next hour, nothing seems to happen, and your surroundings are incredibly quiet except for the sound that you yourselves make. So you can go ahead and roll for hit dice if you would like to recover hit points. And also recover, if you have features that recovers on short rest, you can also recover those features.
Also, don't forget that Drac. Hey, Dre, don't forget that Drac Darren has that periapt of the wound closure, so he gets double of those hit dice.
Does he? I thought he didn't.
Yeah, I thought it doubles.
Yep,
any
That's what
hit
periaptic
dice he
wound
rolls.
closure does. It stops me from dying at the start of my turn, and whenever I roll hit die, I gain double the number it restores.
Oh, okay.
Good. That's cool.
I thought you had another amulet or whatever. But never mind.
Yeah.
Carry on. Oh, what the hell do I mean carry on? You all of you rest. So if there's something you would like to discuss amongst yourself, feel free to do so.
6 plus 28.
You can choose expended spell slots to recover once per day when you finish a short rest. Ah. Sorry, I'm just opening up my wizard Bible right now.
Okay.
My
Go-
favorite, the Wizard Bible.
Ah, here, Doug, in my character sheet, page 37, it says that I can recover spells.
I mean, wizards do kind of have a lot of features.
Expended spell slots
Plus
to
13,
recover.
plus 14.
Combined
Okay,
level
so
is
yeah, I'm
equal
just at
to
max
less
health again.
Wizard level 6.
Yeah, I'm almost at max health too. And let's see, there was one other thing. Oh, right. So, Drac, what kind of... I'm just now realizing that when we get that book back, we're going to have to, teleport right back to Redemption. I'm not going to enjoy that ride back. Makes me realize why you said you don't date mages.
I mean, mostly just because I've been on the receiving end of spells in the past. I've never technically worked alongside a mage until I got to Redemption, so I know how dangerous they can be, or I've seen it at least, and I have steered clear from them for quite a few years. So it's nice to, be on the mage's side for once.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh,
watching.
mages, they're harmless.
Oh yes, harmless, like throwing
Just gotta know how
literal,
to counterspell.
literal explosions. My axe is a really good counterspell if you're close enough.
Hey, just be a mage. You won't have to worry about mages.
Hmm.
Just for magic, you won't have to worry about magic.
Wow, just why don't you just do better? Then you'll be better. God, just get good. I mean, really. But no, it's less of a case of hating mages and more just not liking being on the receiving end. So far, this has been much better, though not teleporting would be nicer, but I understand urgency.
Yeah, besides, we don't really have a cart to ride back on if we do go back on foot. So
I
it's
mean,
gonna
we
be...
could walk. It would suck, but we could walk.
How many days would it take to get back to Redemption? Like, what, a week?
Yeah, probably. I mean, at least you could fly or ride on someone.
Oh yeah, I kind of forget about that sometimes.
Yeah. Don't think I forget about it.
It's okay. Just learn magic to learn how to fly.
Listen, book boy. I like you. Don't make me not like you.
Speaking of not liking me, how are you looking forward to face tanking whatever floating, rotating skull scream head that's in there?
I was kind of hoping that you'd just be able to shoot it from range, both of you.
I mean, yeah, we
mean-
can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're gonna stand in front
But
of us though,
that's-
right?
Or, well, sure. Or I could go barreling in and try and hit it with an axe. But
Well,
that
why not
seems
use-
unwise.
Why not just use that cannon and just
Do they
fire
even look like they can fire? They've probably rusted by now.
it?
I don't know. I could take a look at him.
I'll take a look at them.
Alright, the two of you make a... what kind of test could it even be for the two of you?
You had me do a history.
Yeah, but your situation is different, really. But sure, make a intelligence history check, Drek Daring and Falcon. Feels unfair to make Drek Daring do an intelligence check because he's the fighter man. He knows weapons.
Oh, that is true.
Really?
When the wizard rolls a 1 and still gets higher than you. I love it.
So, Falcon, you do know cannons. You have seen cannons in action many times before. And you got bored after 5 seconds, cause... What's the big deal to cannons? It's the same thing as conjuring up a fireball, just more laborious and boring, and it smells horrible, and you have to carry weight, and it's just too much work. And you couldn't be bothered with it.
Primal weaponry or primitive weaponry.
I think Primal is also accurate.
I saw an elf get shot by one of these once.
Drek
You
Daring,
didn't see him much longer.
No.
Drek Daring, you have been around cannons here and there whenever you were doing mercenary work for some filling up some contingency for some army somewhere, but you just saw them from far away. The army were tending to their cannons and such, as you with your the rest of your mercenary company and the infantry were facing battle head on. You didn't get too close to the cannons themselves to really get a guess for how they work. Of course, you could always experiment, but none of you have any idea on how to truly, really operate a cannon.
I'm going to be really
Fantastic.
brutally honest with you. I'm not an artillerist, so I'm going to say I would be much more comfortable just hitting it with an axe.
So, I'm still trying to figure out how that guy managed to get past the floating skull. Because, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense.
Maybe he
You
got
know?
lucky.
Really? I mean, like, we just saw a whole bunch of fire coming down the hallway,
Right.
and there was no way he could have dodged that.
I don't know. I've seen people dodge weirder things. Let's just keep an eye on it for now. I mean, if anything, your bird could go flying through there. You could tell us what's in the room. If it doesn't seem interesting, then we just walk away. We don't explode.
Okay. Well, do you think we should just see if we can... Are there any other places to explore in this castle?
We have two doors, one we came through and one we can go through. Or we can go back. It's a flaming skull, though. I really think if we just pelt it from range, we'll probably be fine.
Okay.
And if it tries to come through here, I'll hit it with my axe. And just for Falcon, I will stand in front of whatever it shoots at me.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Let's form a good old single file line then.
Yes, nothing could possibly go wrong with magic and single file lines.
Oh,
Man.
the
By single
way,
file line, I mean I'll be standing all the way over here.
by the way, Jack, unfortunately, the warding bond, I'm pretty sure it's been over an hour, so the warding bond has worn off, so...
Short rest is an hour.
Yep, so no more half damage, no more +1 AC and saving throw.
That's okay.
You sense a floating skull, right?
Yes.
Do you happen to know if it's weak to, any, holy energy?
I mean, most things get pretty weak if you preach at them enough. I'm kidding. I have no idea what these things are. I'm not magic. If anyone, Falcon would maybe know, but...
Yeah, I mean, that question was kind of, intuitive. I thought that would have been... There was enough context for Falcon to pick up on that question, since he's the one that seems the more knowledgeable about demons.
Are you saying you want to know if I know about the spooky dudes?
The spooky dudes.
Can I,
Well, I
can I
sure
roll a
hope
check
so.
on spooky, on the undead?
Sure. Falcon and Stormclimb, the both of you, if you want, can roll an intelligence religion check.
Okay.
See how well you know the spooks.
What is with
Am I
your
rolling
rolls
so
tonight?
bad?
I got a
Thing of-
16.
I think of a +7, but jeez.
It's not as boring as cannons, but floating skulls and undead are pretty high up in the list of boring things. You didn't really pay much attention to that during your lucid moments, Falcon, of learning and studying and... Well, you know that it's undead, you know that it's powered by some sort of necromantic magic, and that's about it. You don't know much besides that. You, on the other hand, Stormclimb, you know a little bit more, having, to some degree, picked Father Azin's ear for a hot minute here and there, and also Finn's ears, whenever you came back from the Shadowfell and came across so many undead, you decided to equip yourself a little bit better in case you needed to deal with them in the future. And you do remember reading a thing or two about those creatures specifically. You know that they are not particularly they're not weak in any way, shape, or form to radiant damage or divine spells per se. But you do know that they are resistant to several things. In fact, this flaming skull is resistant or rather immune to flames and fire. You do know that there are certain undead that are capable of more than just being raised. These specific undead creature can also cast spells, dangerous spells. And this is not only just a undead raised to serve some necromancer's power. This is a warding sort of undead, and killing it is not enough. After it's dead, you also have to cleanse its skull/corpse to make sure that it does not comes back, to keep protecting the region. You do know, for example, that it would need to after it's dead, you have to kill it. You then have to cleanse its corpse with a dispel magic or remove curse to make sure that it doesn't raises back after being destroyed.
Huh. Okay. Okay, so from what I remember from what Finn and Father Azine told me, don't use fire magic, it won't work. That thing over there also seems like it's a sort of like sentry that will respawn whenever it after a certain amount of time has passed after it's died. So we'd have to cast dispel magic on its corpse once when we manage to kill it. And that thing is also very hard to kill. It probably also knows how to cast spells. So this is almost like it's almost like we're taking on the devil himself, basically. So, I don't know. Do you guys still want to try and go at this thing?
I don't know dispel magic.
We do have that scroll of dispel magic that we got from the other room.
Yeah, but I paid money for this. This thing, how cute it is.
I wouldn't recommend a wizard wasting his spells that he could make permanent instead.
Okay, what about that rock? Were you able to, like, take a good look at it while me and Drac were patching up?
Rock.
We found an unidentified stone in that chest.
Did we check the rock?
We have not checked the rock. We found a potion and a stone. They're both in my bag.
Let me look
Yeah.
at the rock.
Here, I'll give you this quote-unquote unidentified magical stone.
Unidentified
Enjoy.
magical stone.
Have fun. If it's a bomb, walk to the other side of the room before you do anything with it.
Stares intensely at the rock.
Yeah, I figured that's what was going to happen.
Oh, you don't have the identify
You don't have
spell?
identify prepared, do you?
I mean, it's a ritual spell.
I mean, I have it as a ritual spell. We'd have to sit here for a hot minute.
Wait, do you have that spell learned?
I have Identify Learn.
Really?
I think I do. It's on my list. I don't know when I added this to the list.
Oh yeah, you do have it. Huh, weird.
I added it.
Okay. You have learned the spell at some point in time, which I was slightly confused because I thought that you bought that spell scroll in the fair.
I think I did buy it in the fair.
I don't think he.
Yeah,
I don't
he
think
did,
You,
and
I
then
don't
I-
think you transcribed it yet, did you?
Oh, I thought he did.
I have Comprehend Language, Unseen Servant, Illusory Script, and Identify. Were these the ones that I bought?
Those are the scrolls you bought.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you buy a spell scroll, you still have to write them in your spell book, which takes time. Have you done
I
that?
don't know why they're on my spell list. They're not supposed to be in my spell list. Well, I have the Scroll of Identify then. I don't know why it's in my spell list. All four of these probably shouldn't be here.
Oh no.
Well,
Well,
then we'll hang on to that stone for a while then, shall we?
sure thing. You can transcribe them whenever you have the time. In fact, actually no, you could not have done that during the short rest because you were. Actually no, you could have done that during your short rest if you had the time. Let me check on D&D Beyond.
Wizard Bible.
I'm pretty sure it takes a little longer than an hour.
No, depends on the level of the spell.
Oh, fair.
Game rules, wizard. Let me load up the entire.
I feel
thing.
like Wizard needs like one of those informational wall posters.
Yeah. I need a DM screen, and he needs a wizard screen.
There's so
That makes
much.
a lot of sense.
When you find a wizard spell first level or higher, you can add it to your spell book if it's a spell level you can prepare, and if you can spare the time to decipher and copy it. Copying that spell into your spell book includes blah 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 blah. For each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, we don't have time.
You want to stay here for 2 hours?
No.
No.
So what do you do about the scroll? What do you do about the skull?
No.
You can't cleanse the skull.
Yeah, but we could kill it, go in, look around the room real quick, and run.
To be fair, Stormclimb, you do know that after this I was trying to be a little descriptive with detailing the narrative of how these creatures work, and then you sum it up with, if you kill this mob, it respawns. But that takes time, like
Takes
an hour.
hours.
Oh.
It's not
Yeah,
gonna come back immediately.
yeah, it'll take an
That's
hour for it to
different.
come back.
So, quick strike. Just hit it with a bunch of shit, kick open the door, yeah, and then go look around. It's a skull. It cannot be that hard to kill.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, can we just like attack it from afar? Cause isn't it in a fixed position?
That's what I've been saying.
Okay,
Just-
let's.
I have javelins, throwing axes, technically dragon breath.
Yeah, it's
We
too
could
bad.
have you run up and then just kind of like soak the hit.
Or I could just not get hit by a fireball like those guys did. It seems like that seemed very familiar to someone else's spells.
Yeah, I was really hoping we could just like use the ballistic cannons, but they're useless to us. So I guess we'll just go right
You
up
have
and
a
bash it.
gun. He has magic. I have throwing weapons.
By the way, before you move on whatever you decide to do, you did write down that you have the Regal key, right?
Yeah, I do have the key. Well, I didn't write it down, but I do have the key.
Okay. Just to make sure that's the...
Adding things.
Okay.
Adding things in this is hard.
Or we just walk in and try and converse with it.
Let's go.
Weird strategy, but it would never see it coming.
I guess.
Actually, it
Give
doesn't have eyes. Maybe it won't see anything coming.
But I still want to know how it got past. Whatever.
Well,
I'm
did he
hoping,
have
like-
something on him?
I'm thinking it might be that key. Maybe, I don't know if there's something magical to it, but like, there's gotta be some way that that other dude was able to get past the sentry.
Well, here. I propose a test. Falcon?
Huh.
May I have that key?
It's
If
my
that thi-
favorite color.
Oh, look, I'm not going to throw it away or anything. You can have it right back after I test my theory.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure, fine. Here you go.
Wonderful. If this is the only other thing besides money that he had on him, maybe this is the key. In multiple ways.
Ah! And I
Mm.
do a little finger bang at
See?
Drakdarin.
I'm starting to get those jokes Galthazar keeps talking about. Okay.
Yeah, you've unlocked that achievement.
I'm going to open this door.
Just gonna put my hand on Drakdarin's shoulder and say I have the utmost faith that nothing bad is going to happen, and subtly cast protection from evil and good.
Ooh.
Thanks, friend.
I was just gonna say Miguel was a hardcore gamer. Sure,
He
you
is a 10-year-old.
You do spend a first level spell slot to cast Protection from Evil and Good. What the hell does that does? Ah, thank you. You posted it in chat. It have disadvantage and an attack rolls against you. Can't be charmed or frightened or possessed by undead, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, and fiends. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, and you have advantage on saving throws. Good.
I do. And then with the key in one of my hands, I'm just going to slowly saunter in, just to see what it does.
Sure, you open up the door and you start stepping into the room, and the skull keeps just spinning in the middle of the room as it was doing this whole time. Ever since you first seen it, it just keeps on spinning. And as soon as you get close enough to the entrance to the room and you kind of take a little peek inside, you see this room is mostly just it's sunken, half sunken, like the previous room. Oh, well, not the previous, but the other adjacent room. There's some furniture that's kind of been damaged by water. Two carpets on both entrances that seems weirdly undamaged by the water, and near the entrances to the south, you couldn't see from the other side, but there's two statues posted near the door, and to the north, you see a bunch of statues just glued to the wall. Not glue, but like against the wall, as if someone put them there for some purpose. And a statue straight across on the opposite wall from where you're coming in, and the skull just spinning in the middle of the room, looking at both doors and kind of just doing its sentry routine, if you will.
Okay, Stormclimb, if you don't want to explode, you might want to get off of my back. Because if this goes wrong and you're on me, that might be bad for both of us.
Oh, okay. I guess I can't, like, hide inside Drax's armor to avoid damage, huh?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna stand by the doorway just to give you some moral support. So I hop off of Drac Darren.
Okay. And Drakdarian, do you step into the room? Drakdarian?
It's okay, I was muted the whole time.
So
Take one step into the room and hope that I don't explode.
okay. You keep your eyes fixed to the skull just to see if it's going to do anything. And as soon as you seem to enter the room, the skull immediately springs towards you and looks at you, and you see its eyes flaring up with flames, and then it seems to look at you, and then the flames in its eyes seems to dwindle and dim a little bit, almost as if it's not, as if it has lost interest in you, and it seems to just fade, and it keeps looking at you, but it doesn't seem to be attacking or doing anything, and you finally exhale the air you've been holding in, and then you take another step, and as soon as you take another step, you feel as if some sort of weird effect is trying to take hold of you. I would like you to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
You're also within 10 feet of me, I think. So you get a +3 due to my aura protection.
Is that for all saves or just...
Yes.
Yes.
Any saving throw, you get a that.
Cool. And do I have advantage on this saving throw?
No, not on this one, no.
No, this is not evil.
Oh, he's not being frightened or possessed?
Oh. Charmed, frightened, possessed.
You don't know?
I don't know, but I don't have advantage on it, so... Let's roll a wisdom save. That's that one. Boop.
So
20.
Yeah.
You feel a little dizzy, almost as if you were sitting down and stood up too fast. You feel a little dizzy, almost as if you lose your balance momentarily. You look down to try and stabilize yourself. You just see your feet in the big puddle of water that is this room, standing on top of the carpet, just taking your breath and taking a moment to recollect your balance as you feel that whatever influence came over you fades away, apparently not doing anything. And then you look back up and the skull is still there in the middle of the room looking at you.
Okay. That was weird. Don't like that kind of little pukey. Hey Falcon, I was right. Is there anything of interest in this room? Like, does anything stick out as looking weird enough to want to check out?
You can make an intelligence investigation check if you would like to take the time to look around.
I think I would. Just real quick.
Okay. You notice that as you keep walking around the room, the skull keeps just looking at you, almost as if it's expecting something, but it doesn't react to anything. It just lets you mind your own business. As you look around the room, you notice that most things here are damaged by water. The statues, they have rusted here and there. The tables in the opposite corners of the room have also grown mold up their legs, but there doesn't seem to be anything interesting per se on the tables themselves. You do see that there is the one set of armor on the opposite side of the room that seems a little bit more pristine than the others.
Like it's not been affected like the other ones?
Yeah.
Not rusty.
Well, actually, the set of armor itself is damaged here and there, but you notice that the breastplate is the only portion of this set of armor that is not damaged. And you imagine that there's something special about this breastplate, although you can't quite see what it is. It stands out to you.
I'm definitely going to approach this armor and see if there are any traps or anything set up near it first.
Alright, make a wisdom perception check.
Perception. Ooh, getting good rolls.
Oh, yes. Every roll that you're making, your heart is like, oh no, this is the day I die.
I mean, I started the session by rolling a natural 1.
Oh, from here can only go up. Look,
Well, yeah.
look on the bright side. I need to look something up. Here, you... Oh no. D&D Beyond, save me.
I hate that sentence. I hope you understand. I hate when a DM goes, let me look something up real quick. Like, yeah? Really?
There's no traps whatsoever on this set of armor, as best as you can tell.
Kind of look back at the door. Hey, Stormclimb. Be ready to shoot something. Whatever happens, if something happens, just shoot something.
Roger.
I just
Damocles,
have
come over here.
a very bad feeling about this.
Falcon, you're standing on the other room with the door closed.
I mean, that's a smart move in my
The door's
opinion.
closed to you? Oh, it's open
It's
on
closed
my
to
end.
me.
Yeah, it was closed. It was closed a moment ago.
I legit
Oh,
thought
I
that
still
we
hear it.
walked in and Falcon closed the door and just hid behind it, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right, honestly.
No.
That's about what I expected.
I just opened it because I can't find Damocles.
He's here. Can you see the ping?
Yeah, sorry, I got disconnected for a second.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's probably what happened to me. I got disconnected when I was clicking the door.
But yeah, you're all there, either in the door of the previous room or in the corridor, and Drakdaring is alone in the other room in front of a set of armor.
I can't move it. It keeps on saying it's colliding with the wall.
Move up and then to the right, using the keyboard keys.
Here goes.
Okay, there we go.
Weird.
Doors are weird like that.
I'm going to... The breastplate's all I really want to take. Can I see if, like, the arm of this, the arm on the suit of armor will just pop off if I give it a tug?
Sure. You give the a tug and the arm just comes right off. This piece of armor is not it's not tightly clasped. It's there. It's mostly there just for show, but it's not it's not stuck to anything. The arms just come right off.
I'm just being extremely suspicious, that's all. I'm going to disassemble the armor and take the breastplate.
All right. You take away the arms, the helmet, toss them to the side, put them on top of the table, and then you slowly start to finagle the breastplate out of the mannequin. And once you take it off, it's a normal-sized breastplate. You imagine that if you could haphazardly use this still, but it would be somewhat of a tight fit. But you can still use this breastplate if you wanted to try. And as you examine this piece of armor, it looks incredibly good. It is an actual breastplate, item-wise, and the metal with which this is made looks incredibly resistant and just pristine.
I really like this. I think I will keep this in the bag of holding for the moment. If it'll even fit. Does it? How big is the mouth of this bag of holding?
For convenience's sake,
Bag, but...
for convenience's sake, yes, it fits.
Okay. Whoop.
In it goes.
In it goes. Okay. And I'm going to carefully creep my way back to the group.
All right, you
Close the fucking door.
you make your way back to the group and you look south, just seeing the door was still open to the room where you guys came in from, to the first big room where you fought the group. You just see the doors open that way, but you ignore that and go back to the group and close the door behind you. And not once you get any sort of murderous intent from the flaming skull that was floating there. And you feel like whatever danger was there, you have successfully circumvented it.
Just going to give everyone a thumbs up.
I just give a sigh of relief and I say to Jack, I guess I was right?
I didn't explode. Okay,
Yeah, I'm really glad about that.
let's backtrack a little, shall we?
Giving a thumbs up while the crow hacks up a rock.
Should he be eating rocks?
No.
So
Anyway,
can,
let's keep on moving, shall we?
yeah. So, Doug, I want to take a look at the cauldron because it's kind of weird how it's there in a artillery room.
Why can't I move my token?
Sure, make a. You should be able to move your toe. Make.
Just
I
lost
think you're
control.
DC.
over the
You probably
I
got
didn't.
disconnected.
Too.
I would say Drakdaring and Stormclimb both make a wisdom perception check. After you close the door and return to the room.
No, that one.
What is going on today? What is happening?
Oh no.
Skills, perception?
Wisdom perception, yes.
Maybe eventually. A dry.
Oh my god.
Drei, which turns into acht.
You all just make your way back to the main room where Falcon had been waiting patiently, and to his delight or dismay, none of you have exploded, and you all reconvene beside the cauldron. And Stormclimb, as you examine the cauldron, you seem to notice that, well, seem to believe that it was some sort of mechanism that was set to be triggered when the cauldron was lit a flame. Which happened thanks to a fireball. And whatever mechanism that activated, well, whatever mechanism it would have activated has been activated, as it has been triggered. You see you see that before there was a, as Darktarian tells you, before there was a big coil of chains wrapped around the base of the cauldron, but after the thing has been triggered, the chains went slack and unfold and followed a canal on the ground down south through the corridor where you guys came from, and now there's no more chains on the base of this cauldron.
Huh, that's one weird way to make soup.
I don't think you,
You know
drink
what?
it.
Yeah. Soup a la flambe. Let's
Soup a la flambe chain.
let's head back toward the portcullis. Maybe something's changed.
Yeah, okay.
I can move my character again. Hooray!
Hooray!
Me too.
All five of you, 3 of you plus familiars and magical whatevers, started going back, following the canal in the ground that the chain was following, and midway through it, you notice that this is the same chain canal that you were following before when you saw that the portcullis was closed. Well, the drawbridge was lowered, and upon returning to the main room, you realize that this is it. That mechanism, whatever it was, is what would. Wait a minute! I forgot it. I forgot to conjure up the bridge. That cauldron is the device that would have activated this bridge, which is now boom visible. Also, yeah, you come back, you realize that the bridge is now up, and you can cross this little thing, which name just escaped me. The water canal. It has a name.
Moat.
Yes,
Moat?
you can now cross the moat. Wow. Words, why do you do this to me, brain? Come on.
English. Is the
needs
portcullis
brains?
is the portcullis still closed on the other side?
On the other side it is, but on your side it has been open after you guys pulled a lever on the wall right next to it.
Okay.
All of you but Falcon return to this room where there's 4 and or 5.
Are you struggling back there?
Yes, I'm disconnected again.
Oh no. I'll move you over there, don't worry.
I can't see
Where did our
anything.
wizard go?
I mean,
Guess he timed out.
I
Oh my god.
I know that you said that Falcon was aloof, but goddamn.
Yeah, you guys go on ahead. I'll be here.
So
Push the wizard along.
all of you return to this room. You see the same room you've seen before, with the corpse of 2 wolf folk and 2 orcs on the ground. The ground, this big puddle of water that is this room has now been soiled red with their blood. You see there's still the same damaged furniture, and the throne on the other side of on the corner, a throne on the corner of the room, and the open door that now allows you to see the flaming skull up there on the north, still floating and spinning around. It seems that after you left the room, it went back to its previous century routine of just spinning around, watching and waiting.
Okay, well, let's make an entrance, shall we?
Yep, let's give it hell. And I'm back on. Stormclimb is back onto Jack Darren's shoulder, and my sword is sheathed back into Jack Darren's side.
Okay. All of you step on the bridge, which somehow is very solid, and you can walk across the moat. It's still damp and and wet after being raised from the water itself, but it allows you a safe crossing to the other side, whereupon you happen upon a portcullis that is unfortunately closed.
I could
wanna
try and
just-
lift it.
Wait, isn't a portcullis a hole in the wall where like you're able to see out the window or something?
No, portcullises are the crisscrossing metal and wood bars that drop down to block castle gates.
Oh.
I was muted, but yeah, it's a bunch of metal bars vertically blocking passage.
Okay. You want to try and lift it or take a whack at it?
I mean, I can just try and lift it. We'll see what happens.
How
Granted,
fit
you're
are...
you're probably small enough to fit through a portcullis. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
I was thinking of that too.
How about this?
Are
You
the
go
window-
look. I'll try and lift.
Yeah, can I squeeze through? Can me and Democles squeeze through if that's possible?
Uh,
Just me.
Before that, Falcon, can you are you back in the game? Can you control and do things?
Yes.
Aha!
Okay.
You wake up from your stupor and you find yourself in another room. You imagine that you fell asleep and sleepwalked for the past 5 minutes.
And yeah, what the hell is this?
It's
Uh,
portcullis.
But yes, Stormclimb, you can fit through the portcullis, and so can Damocles.
Well, I'm just gonna do it for right now. It's just gonna be me. Damocles is still gonna be by Jack Darren's side, so... Thank you.
I'm gonna push the bird in.
Through a hole.
The
So-
bird, whereas a normal bird would never see any reason to go into a dark room like this, your bird doesn't care. It's following your commands, and your command is get inside that goddamn room, and it goes inside. And you see a bunch of Stormclimb and the bird can see a bunch of desks just scatter around this room. Just desks and chairs. Nothing seems to catch much notice to you. Although you do see there is a lever on this side of the wall, next to the door.
Which
I
side?
want to try and lift the portcullis anyway.
Are you going to try and lift it?
Fucking, let's go. Come on.
Okay, make a strength check. Right there.
Just an attempt. Attempts are good.
You gotta remember not to lift with your back!
Stormclimb, are you letting Drakdarian take this, or are you pulling the lever? Are you doing anything?
Well, he wants to try, so I'm going to let him do it first, because I want to see if he can actually do it. If not, then I'll just press the lever.
He can do it, but oh boy, it takes Drakdarian about some 10 minutes before he finally finds a.
I'm gonna give him 30 seconds. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna wait that long. We got shit to do.
Sure,
there. So close.
Draktharian takes a long while to find a good squatting position before he can finally find a place where he can stand, and then takes another few minutes for him to find a proper position to grip onto the portcullis, being vertical bars, before he can attempt to lift it. And powerlifting is also about the grip. The grip is very important, and he takes his sweet time finding the grip to lift up this portcullis. After which, you get incredibly bored of waiting, Stormclimb, and you decide to just pull the lever, and the portcullis starts mechanically being lifted by rolling chains that start lifting it up.
Sorry, Drac. As much as I wanted to let you try and do it by yourself, we're kind of we kind of need to cut as much time as we can to get to that book before FaZe does something. So sorry.
It was more of a just in case you didn't find a lever, sort of thing. Not a pride
Honestly,
thing.
I thought you
Anyway.
would have been able to do it.
I mean, I could. I'm sore. You know what? It's moist bars, like, not the best for lifting. Let's go.
Just holds onto the door as it lifts up for a little bit, so it picks him off his feet for like 5 inches, and then he just drops back down and walks in. Not into the lake.
I was gonna say right off the bridge.
So,
And you guys look with a very curious look at Falcon, saying, so how whimsical he can be at times.
yeah. So, is there anything?
With no facial expression change.
Is there anything of interest in this? I know you said there wasn't anything really that interesting, but like, can I just like do a check and see if there's anything to? Because there's just like so much stuff around here. I'm kind of interested.
Do you guys want to take time to investigate this room?
He can do that, and I'll take a look at the door. Traps.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Investigation.
So those of you looking through the desks, make a intelligence investigation check. Draktharian, looking at the door, make a wisdom perception. Just look for traps. Or tarps, even.
Tarps.
Yeah, who knows?
My God.
Plastic can happen everywhere.
Great.
We're rolling.
Storm climb. It takes you quite a lot of time before you find a good vantage point in which you can stand on Damocles and pull open the desk drawers. It's incredibly haphazard for you to do that on your own, whereas Falcon just walks to a desk, pulls open the drawer, looks at it with disinterest, and then moves on. And as you're done going through your first desk drawer, Falcon has already sifted half the room. And looking around, there seems to be just a bunch of old papers, some books, and writing material. Nothing incredibly noteworthy at first. If you could take a little bit of more time to learn the lore of this place. But you don't see anything that catches your eyes on your well-trained adventurer eyes.
Okay, so nothing really about magic. Okay.
Yeah. My short-handed way of saying yes, there's nothing magical here. But sure, as you guys are opening drawers and sifting through paper and other such things, Draktharian, you're looking at a door. It is a door.
I rolled an 11.
It's a nice door. It's wooden. The frame is made of stone. It's a little bit well worked. You keep pondering a little bit about the architecture of this place and why this particular place is separated from the main castle, and you keep thinking, maybe this is some sort of a personal quarters or something. Who knows? Weird. And you get a little bit distracted, and it takes some time before you notice, you get pulled back into reality after you hear some noises on the other side of this door, as you hear a set of footsteps approaching, apparently drawn by the noise of the sifting papers and open drawers.
Kind of gesture at everyone like, "Hey, pay attention! Someone's coming!"
Okay, so quickly, it is. I guess I get into position, but do I smell any scent of Fae? in
What?
here?
What? If you smell Fae?
Yeah, like because I've smelled a Fae scent before off of some
I see.
tasty lingerie.
Whoa, using your
Hey, that's what you gave. That's what Finn had.
using your rat ability, right?
Yes, my.
Rat
I
stats.
think keen sense. 1 second.
King smell.
Keen smell.
So the way that King smell works is that it will have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell, but it doesn't mean you're a bloodhound. So you can go ahead and make a wisdom perception check with advantage to try and see if it's Faye who's approaching or not.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for.
Oh, okay.
Nice, 20.
Yes and no. You feel her smell, but it's not the smell that is approaching the door. The smell that is approaching the door is actually the smell of decay.
Guys, I think it's an undead. It doesn't. Might be one of Faye's works.
I'm going to ready an axe swing for if something comes through that door.
Are you readying
crawl-
an attack action?
I am readying an attack in case something comes through the door.
Okay.
And I crawl onto Drakdaren's shoulder.
Sure. Falcon, are you doing anything? As your party mates
I guess.
as your party mates warn you that danger might be coming.
Just slowly walks over to the wall and stands there. Slack.
Just hiding.
Just hiding. Just standing there out of sight.
Okay. Drakdaren, make a stealth check, please.
Oh boy.
Dexterity stealth, why don't you?
That's the thing that I'm really good at, guys.
Right?
Hey, you've been rolling well all day. I don't see why
I have
anything different.
natural disadvantage on stealth checks.
Get over it. You'll be fine.
Fine. Was
Good
it
shit.
control for
You be sneaky.
disadvantage? Here we go. Boop. Yeah. 2 9s. 999.
999. Oh boy.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Yep.
As you Drakdaren, as you stand there on the door frame, you quickly unsheath your great axe and you prepare yourself to strike at whatever comes up. You lift your axe to prepare for a very powerful downswing, and as you go to lift your axe, it clunks loudly against the wall in this somewhat tight corridor, and you realize that you may have let whatever is on the other side know precisely well that something's afoot. And you indeed hear a raspy voice on the other side of the door, shouting loudly, in common, no less. Intruders! Prepare yourselves!
Actually, we're friends of Faye. We came to visit her. She said she needed help with something.
Oh boy, Stormclimb, make a charisma deception check with disadvantage.
Deception. Let's see. Here we go.
Disgrace.
6.
Oh.
So believable. Wow. Did you learn that in theater?
Whatever is on the other side does not seem to react to what you have said. In fact, you hear no response after shouts of intruders have been raised, and you imagine that the gig is up. Whatever is on the other side know you are here. It doesn't seem to make any moves towards the door, but you no longer have any element of surprise on your side.
Well, it's your fault she doesn't get her chicken sandwich on time.
Oh my god. You two, get ready. I'm just gonna kick this door open.
Alright. So Daring, as you stand there on the door, you shake your head and you just brace yourself for it and you push the door open.
Chicken sandwich, is that the best you could come up with?
I don't know. I just thought of DoorDash. That's all I could think of.
This is your Uber Eats?
The best punchline. Did you call for Uber Eats? And attacks. As you open the door, you see standing beside the door on the other side of this somewhat cramped hall, two undead humanoids that seems to be looking at you with determination in their eyes, almost as if they're here to protect something. In the far back, you see what appears to be some sort of conjurer, some arcanist of sorts, and even further back, you see what appears to be Faye. You see her. Humanoid self there in the back looking at you, and there's something ever so ethereal about her, the way that she turns and watches at you. Almost seems like she's floating, almost as if she's playing in some weird sort of slow motion as she looks towards all of you and makes no doesn't says anything. She just looks at you.
I waved to Faye and say, "Hi, Faye. I don't know if you remembered us, but we helped restore your mind. You kind of have a book that belongs to Finn, and we need to bring it back to him. So, if you give it back to us, we'll let you do whatever you're doing here. You know, we don't really care. We just need to repossess the book you took. You're kind of overdue on that borrowing."
I want to be the fucking library squad. This
Checked
book
out
is
that book for
1,000
too
days
long.
overdue.
And as you say that, Stormclimb, with all conviction in you, but Faye doesn't seem to react whatsoever to what you're saying, but the other conjurer who's in the room with her just he furrows his brows and just points at you and says, "They're intruders. They're here for her and the book. Kill them. Leave no one standing."
I mean, you could have her. We just want the book.
I think they're a bit of part and parcel.
But they don't seem to care. So I would like for everyone to go ahead and roll for initiative.
I will whenever I get back in the game.
Oh
Okay,
no.
come at us, bros.
Mine
This dude-
like paused permanently.
This dude is... Come at us, bros. This dude is fucking jacked. And I point to Jack Darren.
Who's
I
way
reflect, but I have an axe in my hands.
is way more jacked than when he first saw her.
Hey, what's up? Do I intimidate you? I hope so. Time to die.
So sorry for whatever connection issues are going on here. I had no idea what's going on.
Happens.
Sorry, I'm good.
That's okay.
I'm back, I think. My game says it's still
I'm
paused,
back.
which is weird.
Me too.
It is paused,
Oh,
but you
it's
can.
supposed to say paused?
Oh, okay.
It is still paused, but you can roll for
Just
initiative
wanna make
anyways.
sure.
It's just so you don't move into the room or do anything weird while cinematic is happening.
Roll initiative 19. Hey, great. We fast.
So, as you open the door, you try to see if you can reach out to those foes on the other side, but they don't seem to be up to any sort of conversation. However, these other conjurers, the undeads and Fae in the back, who seems very ethereal to a degree. And Stormclimb, you're up first. What in the world are you doing?
Cool, yeah. So I'm going to use my bonus action to do Channel Divinity Legendary Strike. And then I am going to... Let's see. There is... So, let's see. I don't... Can I just bring my character into the room so I could see the full thing? Or
Sure.
will that count as movement?
That will count as movement.
Okay, then. Then I'm still going to be riding on Darren's shoulder, so I am going to cast a first level spell. I am going to use... I'm going to use Guiding Bolt and fire it. Fire it at the Techu T2 Bully.
Sure, the undead to the door. Techu Buili. Okay. Before you do that, I just want to check something up real quick. Alright. Falcon, you are concentrating on a spell. That being protection from
Yeah, the, wait.
from even and good. You cast it on Daring and nothing happened to cause you to lose concentration on that spell. It's still going. Just so you know. But,
Pew, pew, pew. Oh, yeah.
okay, Storm Climb, you cast Guiding Bolt at that creature. Go ahead and roll for Guiding Bolt.
Alright. No! It's an 11.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Alright, 11 hits.
Wow, that AC though. I guess it adds.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, and it does 15 radiant damage.
Alright.
And it's going to be glowing, and whoever makes an attack... hold on one second, I'm still reading. On a hit, blah blah blah. The next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So I guess I'm giving Darren a help, and is Damocles part of this fight? He didn't roll for initiative.
I didn't want to have them here as part of this fight.
Okay.
Either Damocles and the Burb.
Okay, I guess he can't give Darren the help action then, huh?
I mean, he can, but he'll do that on his turn. It's just to keep initiative tracking a little bit more concise. So, but yeah, you move him on your turn, Stormclimb.
Okay, then Damocles is going to give Darren the help action.
All right. Okay, that's happening. And is that your turn?
Yes, I end my move.
Daring, you are up. What are you doing?
I'm going to okay, I need to get into this room. I can't see anything. No, don't close the door, you lunatic. There we go. Now I can see wonderful things. Take a little 5-foot step in there. Where's my ruler? Measure. No, get out of here. Quick controls. Zoop. Oh my gosh, it's so far away. Why are you so far away? I guess.
Brian, we're having a game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Why this gotta be this way? All right, I'm just gonna move. Dum dum dum. Yeah, I'll move up to there. Shoop. And from 10 feet away, I'm gonna throw, or I guess this is almost 15-ish feet away. I'm gonna throw one of my throwing axes at this dude right over here.
Oh boy.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm. Advantage, hmm?
By the way, Doug, Are these undead? They don't have any weakness to radiant damage, do they? I kind of forgot about vulnerability, how that works.
They don't. For the first time in my life, I'm keeping track of that.
Wow.
Drakdaring, you quickly
25.
hoist up one of your hand axes from your belt and you lob it, and it hits the target fair and square and deals 9 points of damage. Wait a second! It does not. It deals halved damage
Oh no.
because your hand axes are not magical.
Silver. No.
Darn.
Not silver, not magical, no. Just normal ass axes.
Yeah,
Because I can't get close enough.
that's your first attack.
Sure is.
And the creature is no longer shining.
It's true.
Yeah, and your second one should still
55.
have advantage thanks to Damocles' help.
It should not, because this is a ranged attack.
Yeah. I don't know how he's gonna help me on a ranged attack. What is the range on this weapon?
You throw Damocles, that's how it
Nope.
works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something that's a little more damaging than Damocles.
But Stormclimb, Damocles is
120 feet.
Damocles is not a throwing weapon, he's a sword.
It would be an
All
improvised
things are throwing weapons if you throw hard enough.
if you believe hard enough.
I love that mentality.
Anything's a throwing weapon if you throw it hard enough. Yeah. So I'm going to, having thrown that axe, I'm going to pull the lightning javelin off of my back, and I'm going to throw it straight at Faye.
Oh
in the
boy!
back there.
Nice.
So,
Where am I? It's like not exactly where I want to be, but
someone's angry.
I should have moved like there. That would have been a better line, but whatever. There's my nat 20. Hey, ya boy.
Oh! Hello, dice.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can ignore that other, that's for people who are caught in the way, but Faye will suffer 36 points of damage.
Boom.
Uh,
At the gate.
sure.
That's my one use of that today.
You
All I get.
after throwing your hand axe with your offhand, even just showing off, you pull out your javelin of lightning and it sparks with electricity, and you aim towards Faye all the way there in the back, and you lob it. And as soon as it departs your hand, it seems to dissolve and become pure electricity as it becomes a bolt of lightning that accelerates to incredible speeds and dashes across the battlefield and hits Faye right in the chest. And just as she does, you just see the shape of Faye just getting hit. Sparks going everywhere. She goes flying off towards the back, flipping in the air and then dissipating as whatever this thing was ceases to be. And you see your spear clattering on the other side of the room on the floor. And yeah, goodbye, Faye. You're no longer in combat.
Oh my god.
See ya.
And
That's my turn.
okay,
Oh, wait, she's dead? Wait, that's it?
Yeah, it just clicked for me. She just died. Or I think. Maybe.
I wouldn't counter out so quickly.
there's no corpse on the ground. You just see the form of Faye dissipate in the air.
Oh great, she just ghosted us.
Increase suspicion.
Is that it, Drakdaring?
Yep, that's my whole turn.
Okay, cool. Next up is Falcon. Look at that. The PCs get to go before everyone else. They won't even get a turn.
Die.
Yeah, for once.
Just stepping out and staring down the hall through the door and seeing the other person on the other side. Hey! Are you the magic dude?
The guy just looks at you with his furrowed brow, as he's already starting to start to conjure up some sort of magic. It's not in a talking mood.
Hey, You the guy who does the magic or whatever?
Hey,
Hey.
I like
just
your funny
note
words,
the only
Magic
audio.
Man.
The only audible you can hear is like the slow sound of like smoke getting closer and closer and closer, and it's Fireball.
Oh my god, what?
Of course it's a fireball. How many fireballs do you have?
All of them.
I took a short rest.
Have you ever seen that Mission Impossible movie when the girl's like, "How many bullets do you have?" The guy gets out of cover, does one shot kill headshot, and he says enough, and throws away his gun.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay, cool. Shit. Drek Daring, Storm Climb, you see this tiny bead of light whizzing past you guys, and as soon as it's 21 feet away from you, it explodes. And it
So
hits,
happy he's good at math.
right? Thankfully, Falcon did not. He was lucid during the arithmetics classes. He knows how to calculate space.
Careful with that fireball, Falcon! We don't want to incinerate the book!
There's a book.
That's what we came here for!
There is a
It's like-
book, yes.
Like I could only imagine that that one. I don't know what audio file I'm trying to think of, but the one's like just gets louder and
Yeah.
louder, to where it's just absolutely destroying your eardrums. That
Extremely loud static.
Oh,
one.
but
Yes.
Oh yeah, when that explosion goes on, you hear that ping, like a shell shock.
Uh-oh.
Exactly.
That's a bad time.
all of them failed their deck saves. Fun, fun, fun. Sure, the two Buili at the door dies.
Bye.
Wait, that's the
That
wrong one.
just made our job easier.
Now there's a dead undead on the floor.
A
Re-dead.
dead undead.
This guy suffers 29 points of damage, and Jelou on the back also suffers 29 points of fire damage. As your fireball goes off, and several things in the room are now left to, well, have been crisped and charred up. Plenty of paper in the ground is no longer paper, it's now just stains on the floor.
Dust on the wind.
And are you doing anything else, Falcon?
I want my bird to mimic the sound of fireball a second time. like a made you flinch kind of thing.
Your burb imitates the sound of a fireball going off. It sounds eerily like it, and Drek Daring and Stormclimb, they flinch and look back to make sure that you didn't explode, Falcon. But no, you're just... Your bird is just being silly and distracting and confusing everyone.
Don't be such a dick, Falcon!
Just
Fireball
holding the bird
one,
above my
Fireball
head,
two.
moving head back and forth.
Kinda like an owl.
Like, you know that Minecraft bird that's just like bobbing its head back and forth. That's all I imagine it doing. That's my turn.
Okay, next up is the undead, who's right next to you, Drek Daring. He's going to get even closer.
Mm.
As he...
A little bit closer.
Me and undead don't get along very well, you see.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah!
I, f-
Like, oh yeah, now I remember you have a phobia.
I forgot about that. Cool. Sure. Just a second.
Well, it's not like they're too disturbing that, like, it brings up his phobia. They're not like rotting corpses like they were in the Shadowfell, right?
I mean, their icons are handsome gentlemen, but I highly doubt that they're undead. They're probably fairly rotty.
So the undead is going to move up to you, Tractaring, and it's going to attack you twice. It's probably going to
it's-
fail.
He's going to attack Stormclimb because he's using Mounted Combatant to take that attack.
Oh, okay, fair enough. He's attacking you instead than Stormclimb with his multi-attack, so he attacks twice.
Not so fast! Algernon!
Not so fast, Jafar!
Not so
Sure.
fast.
Okay, first attack against you, Stormclimb is 17 misses.
I have a 21.
I know. Can it even hit you? It can if it rolls a 17 or higher.
No bad touches here.
It tries to strike a Dractarian, but you, holding tightly onto his horns, you pilot Dractarian around, make him duck. That's so you're the target, and then you call up your manifestation of your powers to take the blunt of the attacks. They just manage to dodge them aside easily enough, and none of those attacks connect.
Can't touch this.
Oh no, Stormclimb is a one-liner action hero.
Hey, that's what happens when you're raised with next to a 10-year-old who just binge watches YouTube videos and just, I don't know, live streams a whole bunch of Minecraft and
Memes?
yeah,
Not
he's
memes.
just one meme machine.
Oh, no.
Memes. Okay, he misses everything. That thing's his turn. Next up is the Conjurer on the back, who is going to take a look at what spells he can cast. He can cast a lot and decide which one he's going to use.
And while she's doing that, I am doing the Fortnite dance in a menacing way.
You are going to get us killed so fast.
You're flossing on top of Dractarian's head.
Oh my god. I'm going to throw this rat at this conjurer in a second.
Falcon ponders.
You
the
do have
application of
proficiency
spells
for
I
that.
know
against
I do.
humans.
What a weird spell. But he has
This one kills you instantly. Weird.
but he has nothing else to use, so I guess this is it. Oh no. I hate it that Falcon is never close enough for these types of shenanigans.
Fireball wizards. They
Fire-
can sit 150 feet away and kill everyone.
Yeah, they should stay a little closer. That's so you can all die together in a happy AOE spell effect thing. It would make my job so much easier.
Gremlin crab walking.
Oh my.
I am surrounded by the biggest idiots in the galaxy.
Oh, that's horrible. Okay, I would like Drakdaring, Stormclimb, and Damocles to make a Constitution saving throw. Damocles with disadvantage.
Don't do this to my baby boy.
Blow the sword up. Blow everyone up. This one. No! Damn you!
Well, you get a +3, so it's a 17.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take it.
Shit. Yeah, Nate.
Scheiße.
And let's see, Constitution for Damocles.
Disadvantage.
Oh, 4 Damocles.
He gets a 7 because of my +3.
That he does. The DC is 13, so only Drakdaring makes it.
Damn it. Oh, wait. I want to use my card
Mm-hmm.
to... Let's see,
sound.
gets a 7, so... Hold on, I'm trying to find my character sheet. It is a... it's not popping up. Hold on one second. I got a 6. So I want to add that to... Can I give it to Damocles?
Sure, it is your card. You can use it in whichever way you want. If you're there for it, I guess.
I'm just so I don't really know who to give it to. Like Stormclimb uses it to live, but then Damocles.
I mean, you don't know what spell he's casting.
That would just give Damocles a 10. He would still get hit.
Yeah, he would still
No,
fail the DC.
Actually, he'd get a 13.
well, he would
because
get
of my
exactly a
plus 3.
13.
So it's just enough to pass the DC, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly what he needs to pass. But who is going to pass the DC? Who are you gonna choose? Stormclimb?
Yourself or your mount.
I love Damocles too much. I have to give it to him. So he's getting the 13. He gets the pass.
Okay, Damocles succeeds on his saving throw despite the disadvantage, as this guy casts this spell, upcasted because he's a dick,
Mm-hmm.
and don't place that. Okay, so
Whoo! Shatter.
Shatter.
Oh, I know that spell.
Yep.
Darren, you suffer 14 points of damage. Stormclimb, you suffer 28 points of thunder damage. And Damocles suffers 14 points of damage.
He just makes it.
Yeah, he's still alive at 3 hit points. Look at that. I just want to make clear that this spell clearly reads... Shatter reads... A creature made of inorganic materials such as a stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it. Stormclimb, you are rattled. You feel as if the air around you just shakes tremendously, and you feel an incredible headache. The bones within your body have been rattled profusely, and you start bleeding through your ears and your nose, and it just feels awful. And
Rattled.
I can't. I'm sorry.
And Damocles shows a few cracks across its blade, but still holds in place. It doesn't break. For 3 hit points. So, yeah, that's what that
Barely.
guy does, and then he moves here. And that's his very long turn. Stormclimber, what are you gonna do?
I am very pissed. So that they try to kill me and Damocles, who Stormclimb has bonded a lot with, and so he's going to get on top of Damocles and take off and go after that that caster.
Okay, cool. You climb on your sword and you fly.
Well, let me see if I'm actually able to go that far.
His sword has a 60-foot fly speed, doesn't it?
50.
Yeah, you can
Far.
yeah, you can fly up to the middle of the room if you would like.
Yeah. That's all the way up to there.
You can, whenever you're selecting things on Foundry, you can hold down Control and then click and drag to display a ruler.
Oh, yeah, I managed to do it. So, yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to use... Where is it? I think it's Nimble Escape. Yeah. I'm going to use my ability Nimble Escape to take a disengage as a bonus action.
Okay, fair enough.
And then I'm going to fly over to the middle with Damocles.
Okay. You start flying into the room, making sure to
Oh, there she is.
steer clear of the undead, abandoning Drakdari in the middle of the room as you find the guy hiding behind the door, the caster.
I'm gonna turn you into Swiss cheese, fatherfucker. So
Fatherfucker?
What did you
Yeah.
say?
To die.
What was
Something
that
I've-
just tried to come out of your mouth?
What did you say?
It's a catchphrase I usually use in my writing, so I just like to say it. Anyways, so I'm going to mess this guy up, and with my pack tactics, I'm going to strike at him with my rapier. And
Pack tactics because of Damocles, right?
that's right.
Someone power gamed in their spare time.
No, hey, you were the one that allowed this. I just went with whatever feats that rat had and added it to Storm Climb.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Make your however many attacks you have.
I'm just gonna adjust Storm Climb to be right here so that people can get through.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Does a 12 hit?
No. Weirdly enough, a 12 does not hit.
What? Okay. I'm gonna try again. 14?
A 14 also does not hit.
What is
What?
this guy's AC?
This is a spellcaster!
I mean, to be fair, some spellcasters can have fairly high ACs.
Just a distant giggle from like 2 rooms away.
Well, I've certainly messed up. I thought I would be able to end this all very fast, but I was wrong.
Here we
Nay.
are.
Oh yeah, I have to realize I'm not as strong as Strakdarin, but I got way too riled up. Let's see, what's the best course of action now that I've miserably messed myself up? I still got some movement, so I guess I'll try to... Is there any way I can actually, like, hide behind here? Oh wait, no, that's not enough movement.
You can fly back around the wall, I believe.
Oh, there is enough movement. So yeah, I want to try and see if I can hide behind the bookshelves or whatever for some cover. Like right here
Make a
or there.
dexterity stealth check. Why not? Actually, no. You already used your bonus action. Shoot, disengage. So yeah, you can't hide. You do your best.
It's not
Shoot.
that I'm trying to hide away, it's just that I'm just trying to get behind something for cover.
Yeah. But
Like
nay.
I'm not trying to disappear.
Unfortunately, no. With the time you have, being the middle of the combat, you can't find the best spot. Really, you try your best, but with the time you have, you can't really find a proper spot. You move over there and start looking around to see if you can find a place where you can get behind of, but you can't.
Okay, well, I guess that's it, unless Damocles can take a swing.
He can either take a swing or take the dodge action.
He's gonna die if anything happens to him, so he might as well just get one strike in his first attack. So, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Coolio. Oh, he got a 16.
16 just misses.
What? 17 AC? This guy's got mage armor on.
Or more. Ugh. This prick.
Wouldn't it be nice if someone had Dispel Magic?
Oh, it would be real great, but
Don't know.
we
what
have a
you were
wizard that knows
talking
fireball.
Listen,
I mean,
like
technically, if you
two
just throw enough fireballs, it'll dispel the
mean-
magic.
That is one way of dispelling magic, yeah.
Or if you had counterspell too, that could maybe help.
Counters.
Counterspell only works when they're casting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta. That's something else.
but Nay, that's your turn, Storm Climb. Next up is Rectaring.
I'ma give this fool a smack.
Before you do, I will consider this result, though. But I would like you to make your Wisdom saving throw. Cause undead. Ooh, spooky.
So wisdom save. No, why'd you go back to 4? The worst. That's not gonna work out.
You, as soon as the Storm Climb departs from your shoulder, you feel yourself abandoned in front of this undead. Oh boy.
That's what's scarier than the undead.
And once Storm Climb is no longer there, you feel your legs starting to tremble, and you are frightened of this creature. So if you're attacking, you're doing so with disadvantage.
Okay, I'll just roll again, and we'll take whatever the result is.
Please do. Nay, a 17 still hits, fairly easily, dealing 14 points of damage.
And that's just my first attack.
Ooh.
For my second trick, another attack at disadvantage.
Sure, go for it.
Oh, it's worse. It's the worst possible. My God.
11.
That's
But it's-
bad rolls.
11 just hits for exactly how many hit points this creature had left, so it dies.
Wow, get out of here. I just scream, just like, just lay into it.
And the creature falls onto the ground lifeless, the source of your fear now vanquished, and you take a deep breath after this
Jack!
harrowing moment, and you regain your senses.
If you got done with that zombie over there, do you think you can help me over here? This mage here is one tough nut to crack.
Oh, sure. I'll come stomping my way in here just to see what's up. 20 feet of movement. Oh, hey, how's it going? And that's all I can do. Because I have no attacks left.
No bonus actions? No anything?
I'm a fighter. I don't have bonus actions. What are you talking about? I have one bonus action.
You recharged
heal myself.
You recharged all of your things after your short rest.
I did. I don't necessarily want to use an action surge right now.
In other words, yeah, Damocles can die. Okay.
And Stormclimb, because I'm in the red.
Is that it for your turn?
I actually am. I just want to look at my character sheet and make sure I'm not missing a bonus action.
No, I was actually referring to your action surge, as in you have that again.
No, I just wanted to see if there was something else. Action surge is very valuable. You know what? There's nothing else happening in this room. Yeah, I'm gonna surge it up, I guess.
Surge it up.
Surge it up. I'm not afraid of you. Let me ask you a few questions.
Oh, snippity snap. That will break his neck. It hits for 15 points of damage.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna pound him in the wall with the axe again then.
On top of everything else, he also has a lot of hit points.
Of course he does. Oh, what is this? Unfortunate, that's what it is.
Do you want to use any of your many resources?
Oh, that's right. I have a friggin' Joker, don't I? Oh, how quickly we forget these things. Is that a instant critical? Is that what that is?
Yes, it turns your whatever into critical.
Yeah, we're doing that. How do I get you out of my inventory? Sure, that works.
Okay, are you using your Joker then? Okay.
I am. I'm gonna lop this fool's head off. He nearly killed my friend.
Alright, so, how do criticals... I forget how criticals work. Do you reroll the damage dice, right? Alright. So that's 13 plus 1d12. Go for it. Clock, 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 clock.
11.
25.
24.
4.
13 plus 11.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 24 points of damage. This guy is still up, but barely hanging there. Just barely.
Now that is my turn.
That is your turn.
Literally everything that a fighter can do in one turn.
This guy is looking very desperate, and you see that he's clutching his staff very tightly, almost as if he's trying to plan for some big explosive something to get rid of all of you. But while he's starting to cast a spell, Falcon is a little bit faster than him. And what are you doing, Falcon?
My mic's muted. You're saying casting a big spell, huh?
Or something to that
Okay.
effect, yeah.
Or something to that effect, which probably means kill everybody in the room, so okay, that plan's out the window. Everybody is too close together. I am really far away, so let me just... Okay. Bird, where'd you go? Bird. Bird friend. You flap, 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 flap. The door.
Stuck on the door.
Flap,
Flung
flap,
right
flap,
under the
flap,
door.
flap, 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 because dash action. The plan was originally to do that to storm climb, but I can't, so... do I have anything where you can do a thing? I don't think I can use my bird's vision to actually cast a spell from it. As much as I hate to say it.
Just cantrips, if I remember right. That
I think it's any spell that's touch related. Or, let me see. When you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell itself.
Just touch spells.
Just touch. No, jeez.
Reach out and touch
I guess, seeing as I can't really, should probably not do anything supportive, I will cast Magic Missile. Because it seems like a situation where you really gotta kill somebody, and you really gotta kill them fast, so I'm going to use a 3rd level.
Oh boy.
3rd level magic missile.
daka 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 daka.
Matt.
I'm pretty sure Jack Dare doesn't... Is that...
Oh.
Whoa!
That's a lot of damage. 5 missiles.
Yeah, the most scary spell in the world of D&D is 9th level magic missile.
I have seen 9th level Magic Missile.
It's so great.
Blammo, 6 darts of pure arcane energy blast this guy, this boy here, this conjurer. Going through the room and then coming back to blast him. The first magic missile hits him and his legs buckle beneath him and he falls to the ground on his knees, and then another missile hits him and he goes limp against the wall, and then another hits him on the face, and then another and yet another, just destroying his body. After the
Already dead.
after the first
Cast it again?
after the first 2 missiles killed him, 3 more hit him, and he just lays there, absolutely dead. And as he does, all of you finally see the room growing quiet and realize that the danger has passed, and none of you have died.
Ho
Hey, Drake, I gotta say, I'm sorry for bailing on you like that. Once when I saw Damocles get hurt, it just something in me kind of snapped, and I just couldn't help but just go charging right at that mage. I thought if I could, kill that caster first before they can do any more damage to all of us. So, sorry about that. I won't
Smart
leave you
decision.
behind like that again.
No, smart decision. I was fine in the end. I'm
Yeah.
Well,
fine.
hey, that went well.
You were really
two look
awesome.
like shit.
Hey, I'm fine. I've been hit one time. Thank you.
Yeah, you look like you're scared out of your skin. Speaking of scared out of his skin, let's see what's under this guy's.
I'm going to. Don't pull his skin off, please.
What?
I'm going
No,
to-
that's gross.
You said under his. You were talking about skin.
Clothing is skin.
Eh,
It can be.
Well, okay, if it's made out of leather, yes, sure.
Is his clothes made out of leather? Great voice in the sky.
Part of them, yes. The the character sheet says he's wearing splint mail. So
Oh,
part of it is
Well, I
metal.
mean, wood and metal.
wonderful. Let's look under his first layer of skin and see
I
what
do-
things he has.
I don't like that. I'm going to start looking around the room for the book we came here for.
oh, I can help you with that, Drac. Allow me. And
Except for
I'm
in
going,
this circle that's been burned on the ground.
I'm going to, or actually, you know what? I should let Drac see if he can find it first before I burn a second level slot.
Sure. Don't burn the sluts. I would like everyone who's looking around to make an intelligence investigation check.
please don't burn the sluts. Tasty 20.
Wow, now
What is this?
I got a 19.
All the
now
good rolls are showing up.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
which is good. It is story appropriate, so yeah. After looking around this room, you do find a few many things, mostly just traces that someone was living here for a while. You see scribblings on paper all over the place, most of which seems the handwriting feels familiar, but just barely. You remember having seen in Finasayer's Tower a few notes and other scripts left behind by Faye, and you recognize the writings here to be her handwriting, and some leftover food and other such things in this room. And as you start looking around, you notice that these whatever it is that she was writing, they start to devolve, or rather evolve into something you can't quite understand. And it seems to you that Faye was writing, she was exploring the book, learning from it, but also getting increasingly disturbed by her findings. And it would seem that the book showed her things beyond reason, and her mind has slowly been shattering due to the sheer amount of revelations this book has been granting her. Eventually, you can't piece together what she's writing anymore. It just becomes too cryptic and nonsensical for you to be able to read. But to some degree, it seems eerily familiar to what you have heard of before with the book that once Anthony has shown you, Drakdaring and Stormclimb.
Huh. You know,
Looks
I
like
guess
she
the
was going crazy.
I guess the crazies at I guess those weird people at Redemption were onto something when they said how books were closing people off to society and they should close those books and just talk to the person next to them, you know?
I'm not necessarily sure they were meaning just, magical books that corrupt your mind. That's probably what they should be meaning, but I think they're more kind of preaching about the lack of social interaction and the collapse of society due to introverted behavior.
Huh, you have a good point there. So I guess we should just gather up all this paperwork all this stuff for Finn to look at? Because I can't really make heads or tails of this.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll gather up her scrawlings. I'll get my equipment back.
Furthermore, you find other things. You find that this spellcaster, he was wielding a staff that seems imbued with magic of some kind. You have no idea which kind, but you think it wise to hang on to this staff. Oh shit, my glasses broke.
Oh no!
Oh no.
They broke as in the lenses
frame.
fell off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I was gonna say, whew.
I feel your
You
pain.
can
dude.
put those back.
Yeah, I can put those back. It's no big deal, but now I'm going without glasses. Everything's blurry. Let's go.
Oh.
Improv DMing. Here we go.
My notes are useless. I can't read them anymore. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No, I can. It's alright.
Yeah, just put your lens over the paper. That should work, right?
Yeah, it
That's
should.
how optics works.
Or just fit it onto your eye like a monocle.
I'm just writing down the thing you found because it's important.
I should hope so.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping we found that book.
Magic stick. You got a magic stick.
I want the magic stick.
Oh, the magic stick.
Yeah, you do get a magic stick. It's a big stick, but it's magic nonetheless. I'm gonna write it down as unidentified, just so I know. And on top of that, you also see that this guy was carrying a tiny key.
Tinier than Stormclimb?
No,
Little baby key.
about the size of Stormclimb, but lighter.
I'm gonna look at it with my eyes.
It's a key.
Oh. What does it look like?
It looks simple and metallic. It looks kind of sort of nondescript, but
Can Stormclimb wield it as a weapon?
You do
Make
not get
it
to have a
his-
keyblade. No. No keyblades. You're not going. No.
I'm face
Hearts and light and darkness.
I'm face palming so hard right now.
And I
Don't
still
break
have
your
one
glasses.
cast of fireball left.
No.
Yes, embrace death.
I will tie
Take us
both
all.
of you up.
TPK.
Just
Can't cast magic if you
TPK
ain't
this
got your
adventure
arms.
right now.
I will
Yeah.
fireball the ground.
Yep, and just turn everything just turn as a dash. Just keep it all simple and clean, you know?
That's how you know if we ever want to start a new
I-
campaign.
Wizard, could you please fireball me?
So suddenly the doors lock and everything catches on fire. Everyone dies.
No.
This is it, everyone. Thank you for playing. The game is over.
It's the way it has to be.
This wasn't my model. This was the Tomb of Horrors. Oh, my mistake.
Oh.
But no, the doors don't lock and nothing catches fire. And unfortunately, we keep on going, despite this horrible, horrible suggestion. I will judge you for the rest of my life, just so you know. No, it's a key with no magical powers. Just a key. Dag damn
It's
you.
magical enough if I channel Divine Smite through it.
Oh my God.
Give me the Keyblade. Give me the Keyblade.
We need to find
Give me
where
the
this key
keyblade.
goes and keep it away from the rat.
I collect all the keys.
There's only the one.
Are you the keymaster?
You still have that other key? The one key.
You have the two keys. Well, you have the key. Direct Aaron has the other key.
I have two keys.
I'll give you the key so that you can have two keys and feel good about it.
After looking around, you find no books,
No books.
but you do retrieve your thrown hand axe and javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we get anything from the corpses from those zombies? The undead.
Let's see. They have long swords and long bows, common, and that's it.
Okay.
They don't see no need for earthly possessions, such as money.
Can I check under the bed, see if there's anything that this key might go to?
Sure. Make a wisdom perception check to look for keyholes.
Now? Really? Now is when you're deciding to roll like this. Okay.
Everyone who wishes to look for keyholes.
Yeah, I guess we'll
I'm
just
doing
do
it.
this.
Is
Let
it
me know if you
perception or
want-
investigation?
Wisdom perception.
Yeah. Let me know when you want me to, become a detective for this book.
Anytime. Literally anytime.
Okay, guess I'll... Oh, I got an 18.
Okay. You start looking underneath the bed, behind the bookshelves, and you start getting a little bit frustrated as you can't see any sort of any sort of lock or keyhole in which you can insert this key onto. But somehow, it would seem that Stormclimb is, for some reason, incredibly attuned to finding keyholes.
I let my heart be the guiding key.
I'm going to throw a book at you.
And, no. Following the paper trail, you notice that, literally, the scribblings that look more cryptic are towards one specific wall, the northeastern wall, and those are where the most cryptic pieces of paper have been left. And you start investigating over that region, Stormclimb, and after some time you do find that behind one of the bookshelves over there, neatly hidden, there is a keyhole.
Hey, I found a keyhole. You guys want to hand me that key? You found over there? You guys want to hand me that key found over there?
Falcon,
Eh.
the keymaster.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up two hands. I'm
What happened to your
gonna
voice?
Oh, here we go.
gonna write down. Hold on, how do
Joke
I
Falcon's coming
send? Okay, it's not the right hand, but I'm gonna hold two hands out. Both of my fists clenched, and one of them has the key. If you guess right, I give you the key.
Okay, I feel like I just want to, roll a d4. See what happens.
Okay, I thought you were going
It's
to...
going to be left and right is going
More
to
like
be...
a coin flip, to be honest. You just kind of say.
You can do the
which
same
one.
thing. It's just a coin flip.
Yeah. Well,
You
there's no
actually have-
coin flip on here. Yep.
No, you just
Fuck it,
you just
just-
say left
just-
or right.
Pick one.
Left. I wanted to leave it up to chance. Fine. Left. Left!
It is chance, and I just typed the answer for you. It was right.
What is this? What is this turning into?
Hey,
Just
I'm trying to
yeets
be...
the key at
I'm
the
not
rat.
trying... I'm not trying to be metagaming. That's technically metagaming.
A key comes careening at you. Oh
I don't
my
have much
God.
HP left, so I hope it didn't stab into me.
You can't die from a key throw. Can you die from a key throw?
Yes,
The
it
damage.
is an improvised weapon, theoretically.
Anyway, so I
Game
take it
over.
and I do a little keyblade flourish, and then I, twirling it around, and then I
the key
insert the
in
key
the
into the hole, and then I twist it.
Okay.
See what this unlocks.
After you twist the hole, the key in the hole, fuck it, the key dissolves. There's no more Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
No more keys. You're done. You don't get keys anymore. It casts disintegrate on itself.
My key!
The door. You
You really don't want me to become a Keyblade Master.
no. The door opens,
Secret tunnel.
revealing a staircase tucked away in a secret passage over that corner of the building.
A storm climb. You got hit pretty hard back there. Do you want to heal before we go wherever this leads us?
Sure. You got any potions?
I have 2 normal potions of healing and 2 superior potions of healing.
How much does the superior potion of healing do?
8d4 plus 8,
A lot.
I believe. A lot.
I think 8d4 is the superior. Should be at least.
Superior potion of superior healing, 8d4 plus 8, so at most 48 points.
And on top of that, you can roll up to 3 hit
40
die.
points. Right.
It
I
costs.
only got 1 hit die left.
It costs
So,
2,000 gold pieces if you want to buy it.
Jesus. I'm gonna, let's see. I only need about, like, 32 hit points, so if anything,
But you either
I
have the
guess maybe
choice
I
of something that gives you a max of 10 or a max of 40.
well, max of 20 if I include my hit die.
Right.
So then
So do you
I
want a
have
normal
30.
portion of healing?
Yeah. Which one do you... I'm too much of a cheapskate. Which one do you think I should have, Drac?
Oh my
I'm
god.
kind of thinking I should have the really cheap one, but I know that I should probably have the superior, but I can't make a decision. This is the one thing that paralyzes
pull
me.
this potion of superior healing out, and I'm going to literally just grab him and dump it down his throat. Like, drink
I did not give
the
consent!
potion!
Okay. Can you just roll the... Let's see, where's the item that I can roll?
8d4 plus 8.
Oh.
It's like a sock puppet opening its mouth. Like a Muppet.
Oh, wow, that's...
32 points of healing.
That's exactly what I needed.
There you go. This is why they make potions.
And
are for
I'm
healing.
going to use Lay on Hands to give Damocles 10 HP.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Damocles. Let me help you out. Let me just...
Having thoroughly drowned our rat in healing, I'm going to head toward the stairs.
It was an honorable battle, Stormoku Rainbow.
I forgot that his sword speaks English. Oh
Yes! I love that.
my god. I forgot about that. Damn it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks. I hate it.
So yeah, I
Actually-
hop back onto Drac Darren's shoulder, and Damocles returns back to the sheath.
Falcon asks a wonderful question. Do I even fit down the staircase? How big is the staircase? It's a spiral staircase. I know from experience that shit's tiny.
You don't fit, Darren.
Aw.
Unless you want to crawl,
Oh god. how
you
does
can make a crawl doesn't kind of go sideways even. You can
Yeah.
try and dexterity acrobatics check to see
it- I'm really good at that.
if you want to risk it.
I wouldn't risk getting stuck in the stairway. You know. Sure, why not? I'll try and acrobatics my dumbass up these stairs. Or down. Whichever.
Do you have any grease inside or oil inside our bag of holding?
I don't know.
Oh my god, wait. Where's that potion? Where is it? The oil of slipperiness! That's right!
Let's
We have something for this!
lube up that
Oh
dragon.
my god, I
Oh.
forgot about this!
Oh, good god.
But is this the right time to use it? I don't think this is really the right time to use it.
I mean, why not? We can kick you down. You'll slide down like the slip and slide.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's either that
That's
or
what
you
I'm.
end up stuck in that stairwell.
Then we can use it to unstick me. I'd rather. It takes 10 minutes to apply it, so. I'm just going to try and squeeze my way up instead.
I can always cast grease.
That's probably harder to get off.
Yeah, but then, we probably also have a hard time getting back up.
Eh. Pick your
I'm going-
battles, you'll lose your battles.
Okay,
I'm just
let's
going
just
to
go
try and squeeze
downstairs
my way
now.
through the stairs.
Make a dexterity acrobatics check for me then, please.
Love having a +1 to Dex. Wonderful.
Thankfully for you, this is not 3rd edition, where armor penalties are a thing.
Yeah.
So, Drekdaring, foolishly or not, you are the first to go down the stairs. Getting on your side and then going torso first, hands and head first, and then kinda awkwardly slithering your way down this circular stairs, spiral stairs.
Hey guys, wait. While you're trying to do that, Drek, here's another thought. Why don't we just break through the floor? You know? Maybe we could try and do that if that's the stairs are giving you a hard time.
I'm
Said
fine.
that after he went in?
Just
It just occurred to me we were on another floor, okay?
There
don't
could be
really-
spikes below.
could be 100 feet of solid stone.
I guess you're right.
I'm going to squeeze
Could
down
be
the
a
stairs. Since
gun.
I'm already several feet down the stairs. It's a good thing I'm necrophobic, not claustrophobic.
In for a penny, in for a pound, as your old company would say. And you start to go down the spiral staircase, which, to be fairly honest, does not go for 100 feet, but it feels like it goes very deep. And after several spins, or rather cycles, I guess, down the stairs, you end up at on a built tunnel that looks incredibly it's not incredibly well made. It looks sort of like a sort of a escape route. And you imagine that this is a castle, it would make sense that there is an escape route, but it's not as it's not well built, and well, it is well built, but it's not decorated or anything. It seems to be made just for the purpose of serving as an escape route. It is a stone tunnel that goes in for a little while, and you can stop crawling-ish. You're still mostly kneeling and almost having to keep yourself very low. At times you do feel like it's better to just crawl instead of walking, trying to do the limbo but forwards. It's incredibly uncomfortable and cramped for you, Drekdaring, whereas Falcon and Stormclimber are just strolling down this hallway.
I hate
Oh.
everything about this.
I would like to point out that Falcon is just sketching something the entire time while slowly following the sideways crawling dragon.
Of course, it certainly does. Gives you many ideas. After walking for a short while in this tunnel, you would hazard a guess that it's about 50 feet. You happen upon a small, cramped room. And in this room, before even getting to this room, you see several scratchings on the wall. And when you enter the room, the walls are completely scratched, with several markings and scripts and a lot of writing. And you see in the corner a female form scratching at it with a piece of stone. She's just writing on the walls, and you look at her, and then she quickly glances back at you, and you realize that this is Faye. But she looks very different. Her hair is all frazzled and looks wild, and she just looks like she hasn't bathed in weeks, and she looks back at you with very big, buggy eyes, and you can see that there's this unnatural purple glow to her eyes, and as she notices all of you, and she just looks at you all. By the way, it's dark down here, and
I
you
have no vision.
you have no idea how she, a human, is able to see you here in the dark. But then she looks at you and then ignores you all, turns back to the wall, and keeps on scribbling. And you see that she has very tattered clothes, and laying on the ground in the middle of this cramped room is a bunch of cloth, which you imagine is some sort of a makeshift bed, some half-eaten food, and a book, a familiar-looking book.
So I'm going to cast my second level spell, locate object.
It's right there. I found it.
Yeah, but we have to figure out if it's actually legit and not some trick, don't we?
I'm going to walk up and take the book. While keeping an eye on her, because I imagine I'm the only one that can actually see in this room right now.
You and
Or
Oh, I
Falcon.
can see.
Oh, you have dark vision. Okay.
I can see with my special
You have
eyes.
special eyes. So Stormclimb is just in the dark.
Nope. But so are you stopping me from using locate object?
You can use it if you want. I have no idea that you're doing this. I'm literally just picking up the book on the ground.
Do you want me to make sure it's legit?
Hmm. Looks like it's right. She does not seem in the right frame of mind. I kind of don't
Fuck.
want to open this thing to check. So
Okay. Okay.
Oh
I'll do
no,
it.
no, there's probably nothing bad in that book whatsoever. When has a book ever hurt anybody?
Uh-huh. I will if I hit you with it.
So I cast a spell and say, "Let me take a look." And yeah. So what do I see?
So,
Does it ping? Does my radar go off? Sort of thing.
Stormclimb, you inquire to Drek Daring about checking the book. Drek Daring just kind of shrugs, and he picks up the book. And Drek Daring, as soon as you pick up the book, you get this shiver down your spine, and you feel as if your heart has sunk into your stomach, and you feel this heavy sensation, as if there's something within this book, something immensely powerful, and something that just gives you shivers. It gives you enough of a pause to give Stormclimb enough time to cast a spell and see that this is indeed the book before you even have a chance to think about opening this book. And Stormclimb, you do see that this is indeed the book that once erased the memories of an feeble-minded Finasair and sent you all into a quest where you all met a couple months ago.
Okay. Neat.
I don't like this book.
Okay. Just toss it into the bag of holding.
I don't know if that's even a good. I don't know. Magic items and magic.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can
wrap
always
it
let
up
me
in
hold on to
something.
it.
You're too likely to read it. So I'm going to go with no.
Oh
No,
my
no,
god,
no.
just give it to me then.
You are very small. I'm going to drop it in the bag of holding. And hope that it doesn't explode.
Stormclimb can't help but roll his eyes a little bit. Okay, well, let's go.
We're just going to leave her here.
Yeah, we can notify the local authorities about this if they want to go check it out. But for the moment, do you
We
really
could
want
always
to
put her out of her
instigate
misery.
this? I don't know. I don't feel really comfortable doing that.
Drek Daring, you pick the book, and after a little back and forth with your party mates, you put it in the bag of holding. And as soon as you put it in the bag of holding, it seems to slip from your hands into the pocket dimension that it is, and you close the bag of holding, and you feel almost as if the air around you clears, and you didn't notice until now just how much how difficult it was to breathe. You thought it was because of the claustrophobic environment, but it seems like it was actually the influence of this book. And as soon as it's no longer in this plane, you finally relax and inhale, and you feel you almost have to cough because of how much you inhale at once. And the air just feels so much lighter, you feel your body relaxing a little bit. And Faye, who has just been reading against the wall, she turns to the three of you, her eyes still glowing with an ethereal purplish glow, and she just looks at you all quizzically. I did not expect to see you again. It's been a while.
Wonderful to see you as well, Faye.
Yeah, you look radiant. So, yeah, what'd you do down here, Faye? You working on an art project? It looks like you're working really hard at it.
Oh, your words, they carry no meaning.
Yeah, it was a real struggle to lie through my teeth like that. I mean, you look like shit. I mean, have you seen a bath at all? You really need to take some self-care for yourself, Faye. This isn't really healthy.
I realize there are more important things at play than health.
Well, what'd you find?
Answers.
What did
What?
you ask?
Yeah. What did you ask?
Questions I was not prepared to know the answers to. I asked too much.
Oh, yeah, I kind of know what that's like. With Miguel and the internet.
Why don't
Anyways,
you go back to Finn? Why don't we take you back to him? He can help you.
yeah, why don't you come back with us?
Help? Sure.
Okay. Wait, is she, like, sincere about this? Like,
Inside
I mean, like, she's got some crazy eyes going on.
Make
so-
a wisdom insight check. Stormclimb.
Inside check this chick.
Check this chick.
Check this chick out.
I got a 17.
The both of you did. It's hard to read her. There's just some lack of care in the way that she talks and the way that she looks around, and the way she behaves in general just looks incredibly odd and ethereal, and almost feel like it feels almost like there's no feelings going behind her words, and yet you feel like there's just something incredibly wrong with the way that she's talking and the answers that she's giving, almost as if her mind wasn't her own, but not quite. You can't describe what's going on. You're clueless. You can't really glean whether she's sincere or not.
So, can I do a divine sense? See if, I don't know, there's, I wanted to try and see if, let's see, I'm trying to detect any celestial fiend or undead presence.
She doesn't quite pings any of those, but you do get a slight celestial aura from your environment, but also something wicked.
Is there anything on the walls that she's scrawled that's even remotely legible?
Daring. As you look around the walls, you see many scrawlings and scratchings, and at several points you see sketches that are not actual script or writing, but rather drawings. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Shit.
we're doing some
Uh-oh.
Call of Cthulhu here.
Oh God, no! Oh, where's my saving throws?
Don't forget your +3 from me.
11.
Let's have you do that again, if you don't mind me.
What was your catchphrase for this again?
Time unwinds, whatever, begin anew, I don't know, something snap my fingers.
So you got a 22. Neat.
22.
So, Direct Daring. As you're scanning the walls, you see these scripts, these writings, and then you see many sketches of a humanoid figure, and it seems there's some ethereal quality to it, something grandeur, some grandness to it, and then you realize that on top of this, that this humanoid shape is involving tiny shapes that you finally recognize as small people, persons of various races. And then you realize that these sketches of tiny people are the many civilizations of this world in the circle, all of which is being englobed by the drawing of this creature, this humanoid creature. And when you look back at it, it seems much larger than it originally was, and you start to feel some shiver down your spine, and you look up at the head of this creature, and whereas before there was nothing, you see a pair of eyes, and they look incredibly real. And indeed, you see them blinking and glowing purple, and for a moment you feel almost as if some sort of alien presence is trying to invade your mind, as you see something you were not supposed to have seen. But that is an alternate reality. In this reality, you saw nothing. You just scanned the walls, saw a bunch of scrollings, drawings, and then you looked back at Faye and just shook your head, and you imagine that whatever going on with her, should not have been meddling with magic. And you feel weird, almost as if the flow of time has been tampered with somehow.
Just reaching over with a quarterstaff to lightly bonk Darren on the head.
What? Sorry.
Never view into the writings or images resembling that of anyone who was mad or may seem to be going so, or whatever it's called. Anyways, never read the memoirs of somebody who's insane, or you may find yourself joining them.
Is that what happened to you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we can't just leave her here. Something is really wrong with this place.
Well, we have a few options. We could always drag her with us if you want to be pacifist about this, or we could put her out of her misery if you think she's too far gone.
She's not harming anybody. I don't see why we have to get that violent. Look,
Consider it a mercy killing, not violence.
that's still not right. In any case, she's in danger right now and she needs a pal, so I say we help her. Just at least get her out of here. She needs to rest up and she needs help.
I think maybe Finn might want to know, or maybe he can help or figure something out.
Whatever works for you. Hope you have some rope.
I do actually have plenty.
Well, she said she was going to come with us willingly.
Yeah, I'll kind of squat down in front of Faye and offer a hand, like, or can you walk? We
Don't
just
worry, I can walk on my own. I can swim too. I hope you can as well.
swim.
You said I should see Finn. I should apologize. And explain.
I think that's the most logical thing I've ever heard someone say today.
And you
Seems
see
weird
as
coming from you.
Faye, she just looks at all of you and then she seems to drop the stone she was using to write on the walls and she looks towards another corridor that leads away from this room, not the ones you came in through, but another.
All right. I'll take the lead, I guess. Falcon, you keep her between you and me.
Right. You're going to do the crab walk again, aren't you?
Well, I mean, what else am I going to do?
Ah, good. I wasn't finished drawing yet.
What? You.
Oh, nothing. Carry on.
Oh, no. You don't get let off that easy, book boy. What are you drawing?
Falcon reverses time to where he never said that.
Just keep your eyes on her. I don't want her making any funny moves, and if she does anything, just yell, I'll turn around and I'll punch her in the face or something.
Right.
Good. I'll just slowly start down the corridor then.
Alright. Drakdaring, you start walking down the corridor and you see that instead of being flat like this one was, it starts to bank downwards and descend, and you see that a few steps ahead, you start to step into water, and you see that it keeps going down underwater as it's flooded.
Oh boy. Okay. Hey Falcon,
Maybe
you a
we
good
should go
swimmer?
the other way.
I don't know if I want to contend with the stairs again.
I really don't want to go into that water.
No, it's a little too much physical exertion for my taste. Don't worry, I'm sure you can just do a little bit more crab walking. You want me to do that grease trick?
Yeah,
No.
besides, is it even good for you to try and swim with all that heavy armor on?
I mean, I'm pretty strong. I can fight against it.
But what if there's a shark?
In a moat.
Or a double shark?
I'm really questioning
I was
a
thinking more
lot
of,
of things right now.
I was thinking more of a current or some sort of sinkhole that would suck us in.
All logical. We are under a collapsing castle.
Yeah, so let's not swim in there. Let's just go back up the way we came.
Can I, just out of curiosity, can I just dip my head under the water to see how much further it goes? Or does it just keep going?
It
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, a piranha jumps out of the water. Tentacles pull you in.
A double shark.
A double
I know where
shark
this is going.
swallows you. You see there is an end within about 50 feet away from you. And then you don't see any other ways around it, and it seems like after going down this hole for 50 feet underwater, it seems to go no other way but up.
Wonder if that dumps out into a well or something. It's only 50 feet-ish, if I'm guessing this right.
How does Faye look malnourished? Like, I know she's been eating, but she hasn't really been taking care of herself that well.
She looks... do you wanna approach and examine her? A bit better?
I thought she was, like, right next to us.
Oh yeah, she is, but like, I imagine you're all sort of keeping your distance.
I don't want her right next to me.
I,
Keeping an eye on her.
I've got no way to counter anything she throws at me, so I think I should still. Well, instinct says to go, but Palinger Way says to be a pal against danger. So, against his better judgment, Stormclimb will go up to Faye to check up on her.
Alright, you walk up to Faye, getting mighty close to her to start examining her and see if there's anything wrong going on. And I would like you to make I believe it's Wisdom Medicine check. Or it's Intelligence
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Medicine.
I'd say it's medicine since I'm checking her health.
Yeah, just don't remember if it's Wisdom or not. And Medicine is Wisdom, yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh.
It's really tricky, Stormclimb. You get close to her and it's dark.
It's also super dark, yeah. I don't have dark vision, so makes sense with that 7.
You start trying to squint to see if you can see anything on her, and your eyes have gotten somewhat acclimated to the darkness in here, and you can see a little bit of silhouettes moving around, and you can see a glimmer in her eyes, and everyone else's eyes, like when you see animals in the dark and their eyes have that kind of weird shimmer to them, their
Yeah.
glow. It's kind of like that with everyone else. You just see their silhouettes and glimmering eyes. But and as soon as you approach her to start examining her, from the way that she's talking and the lethargic way she's moving, the best you can tell is that she's tired and probably physically exhausted, even if her mind is somewhere else entirely. And you imagine that her mind has not yet realized that her body needs sustenance, and thus it's somehow still operating, and she's still moving around and about. And as soon as you get just close enough, the glimmer in her eyes focus directly on you, Stormclimb, and she just breaks. She looks at you and you see her whole body starting trembling, and she just collapses into the ground, starts sobbing uncontrollably. He didn't deserve it. He was too young. He didn't deserve that. Why? Miguel, no.
And Stormclimb runs up to her, and he can't like call her, but like he just tries to nestle against her face, and it's like, guys, we're gonna need to take 5. She's not up to moving right now. And so I'm just going to yeah, that's all I can do is just say, I'm going to say to her, it's gonna be okay. It's very hard, but you're gonna get through this.
And she just
that's-
looks back at you, still sobbing uncontrollably. I'm so sorry, Stormclimb. I know how much you loved him. He didn't deserve it. None of it.
What? No. That doesn't matter. What we need to do right now is just get you to a safe place. Let's get you cleaned up. And we're gonna help you through this, Faye.
Did she say a name?
She did not, but I kind of am dreading that she's hinting at a special someone. But right now, that doesn't matter because she's in danger and she needs a pal. So Stormclimb's gonna try and be there for her.
Do either
She's
of
the
you have
Palinger
spells
way.
for, like, subduing someone mentally or calming them down?
Nope, not right now.
Mm,
Okay.
Reaching into his rations, Falcon pulls out kind of like a hard piece of meat and pounds it into a small ball in his hand.
Oh, right. Do we have any
And-
water?
Then cast Prestidigitation on it.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm going to make it taste like grapes.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Grape flavored meat.
Hmm.
Yeah, grape flavored meat, but it's bound up into a little ball. So, this right here, pretend it's like hard candy or something, and suck on this while we're on the trip.
Do you give it to her, Falcon?
Yeah, just kind of leaning over and handing it to her, just holding it in his claws like you'd be like examining something.
Okay. So just you see a Fae bawling on the ground. But you shouldn't have. It's too young to have happened. Oh, food. You don't belong here, you know. You're
Oh.
out of the place you should have been. Thank you.
Oh, I don't belong anywhere.
And she takes the piece of meat, puts in her mouth, chews for a little while, keeping her eyes fixated on you, Falcon. And after she swallows it, she just looks back at you.
So, Stormclimb can't help but think that somehow this Faye has gotten some sort of like true sight, or it's like whenever she looks at somebody, she gets a different reaction, and what she said really spooked Stormclimb, but then was really odd with what she said to Falcon. Okay, Draco, what you wanna try and head upstairs?
I mean, we can try this. I don't know if that'll be shorter or if this'll be shorter, but I'm more concerned about her just suddenly, I don't know, breaking down.
Well, that happened when she looked at me. I think as long as she doesn't look at me, she might be fine. So,
Kind of weird.
well, now's not the time to question it. We just gotta get
That's
through this
easy.
and get her help.
Give her something to think about. Hey, Faye, or whatever your mind is, what flavor was the meat that I handed you?
It was meat, which you magically flavored. Should taste like grapes.
Oh,
So she knows.
how did you know it was
things.
magic?
She knows magic. She worked under a wizard, dude. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but
It's
her
not that
mind's
hard
kind
to
of in a
figure it out.
broken state, you know what I mean? Like, I was
Yeah.
expecting, like, the whole, like, oh, I can't tell why, yeah, you know what I
She
mean.
also, I don't believe she was looking at him when he cast that. So,
Falcon, what's the end game with this question?
The endgame's already gone, don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's
Alright,
just get out of here.
fine.
I know this spell. I have learned it some time ago, and you, Falcon, have learned this a millennia ago, along with your friends.
This conversation is bringing up several questions, but maybe not the best for underground. Yeah. Let's turn around, I guess, and try and get back up the stairs there.
Okay, you want me to scout ahead real quick, see if there's any other surprises?
Sure.
Are you going back the way you guys came?
I feel like it's going to take us longer. And
Well-
I really don't like that room.
But I just want to do what's safe for Faye, and it's like,
She said she was. a
and
good
also
swimmer.
for Drac. Well,
I'm
she
a
says
great
she is,
swimmer.
but she's not in the best state of mind to, know her own body, since she's, a little kind of gone a little bit insane.
Let me look at some real quick.
Just
Freaking bag.
going to distract her and talk about magic.
So yeah, Stormclimb's gonna scout ahead, just to make sure the coast is clear. Oh, and oh yeah, Falcon, if you want, maybe you could ask what her friends were up to upstairs. I don't know if that's important enough to ask. Or if that might trigger her.
Maybe we should keep her mind occupied elsewhere then.
For now.
Okay. Yeah, just distracted. And Stormclimb goes upstairs just to be the lookout guy. Make sure there's no danger.
Alright. So, you trace back your steps, Stormclimb,
With Damocles.
with Damocles. All the way back to the room where you
Fast.
previously killed a bunch of dudes. And the room looks the same way you left it. There's still a corpse on the ground, there's still some charred pieces of paper here and there, but other than that, everything seems quiet. And safe.
Okay, I yell down, it's all clear up here! And, is there any way I can move the bodies underneath the bed so that it doesn't, like, upset Faye?
No, you're not strong enough to do that.
I mean, I have a 10 athletics. I mean, 10 strength. And proficient in athletics. But, okay, then I guess I'll while I'm waiting for everybody to get upstairs, I'll just, or actually, I don't know if she's gonna try and, she might do something naughty, so I'll head back downstairs and, be with the group, just in case they need some backup.
Okay, is everyone then making their way back up this same stairs?
Sounds like it.
Okay, so as all of you start to make your way back, Drekdari, I need another acrobatics dexterity check to not get stuck in the stairs. Okay, having slightly learned some from previously your previous attempt, you start to finagle your way a little bit better onto the stairs, and you feel like climbing is a little bit easier than descending, especially when you're going head first, and it actually makes a little bit more sense, and you are able to make your way upstairs a little bit easier and faster this time around. But of course, you're congestioning the entire staircase, so...
I would go last. I would let Falcon and Faye go in front of me.
Oh, okay. But, yeah. As you keep on climbing, crawling, you just get to hear this conversation that Falcon and Faye are having, and as she just seems to be having a back forth with him on magical subjects. And you'd had learned how to prestidigitate flavors into food with your teacher, who Baylor, who in turn learned from his own teacher, Fanfigor.
I did learn it at a point. Tell me, what kind of magics, do you know?
Drax just like squeezing out. Did you just say Fanfador? What the?
I used to
Falcon's
know
just
several
very
many
upset.
spells. They came to me. And I use mostly them to assist Finasair on his studies. Once I learned how to summon fell creatures, undead, and I started to study the art of necromancy, but that was ago. That was before.
So it just came to you.
Yes. Finasair was
Hmm.
helping me learn how to control my innate magic, and I assisted him.
Oh, I see. You're like a sorcerer or something, right?
That is the term they use, yes, to describe people like me.
Yeah, something tells me I had a feeling it'd be something like that. Oof. It's like Falcon's trying to find the words, but every time any part of the conversation is directed at him, it just kind of prompts a quick change in topic, but it's clearly very much starting to irritate him.
I'm just going to pat Falcon on the shoulder and start kind of herding Faye away out of the room to start heading out of the castle, seeing his uncomfortability. Like, why don't you talk to me for a little bit instead, huh? I got this. Don't worry about it. You look really upset.
And Faye was just finishing up her own topic, going on with magic, say, Finn used to help me and a friend of mine, Jay Jenf, who also was a sorcerer. Much like your old friend, Cater. Although you don't remember him. That is sad. Oh, Drakdarin. You're a long way from home.
A little, yes. I did go seeking adventure. And what an adventure we've had so far.
You've learned and grown. As you've met him.
Him? You're very vague. I don't really deal with vague.
I'm looking up names. Wait, give me a moment. Oh no! Gautazan. He has taught you.
Well, in a sense, sure. If you could call what he does teaching.
Imbued might be the proper term.
That's probably more accurate, yes. I mean, whatever he's done, it's helped.
How odd the way time works.
How do you mean?
That Gautazan has imbued you with draconic power. That's so you could imbue his antecessors. The ones who came before him.
What do you mean? As far as I know, he's just helping me become stronger. That's what our goal was.
And once you're strong enough, it'll be your turn to do the same.
I'm not sure I followed just yet.
You are right. I didn't misspeak. Once you are imbued and have enough power, it would have been your turn. Your turn would have had been. Yes. You have done it. Which is good.
Just going to look at the rest of the team like, mouth like, what what?
Damn it. Yeah, Stormclimb just shrugs and mouths, I know, right? And, I guess, let's see.
We're just
Where are we at in the castle
Let's
right
walk
now?
and talk out of this castle.
At this point now, all of you have managed to climb all the way back from the stairs. You got out into the bedroom where the combat happened. You moved back to the couple rooms and crossed the moat even back into the hall with the water and the throne. This one here that I'm pinging. In fact, let me just move your characters there. It's
I
easier
was
that
gonna
way.
say, you can move us through walls, we can't.
Boom. You find yourselves back in that room, and you know you're just couple rooms away from the proper exit. And Faye is following you. You think to yourselves if you have any, if you have any business you would like to attend to this castle, or if it's time to leave.
I think we're probably.
You
You're right.
you have
Unless you want.
you have Faye in tow and the book, which is the reason you came here.
Objective complete.
Unless you
Yeah,
want to
no,
say hi to the skull.
I don't want to say hi to the skull.
Unless you wanted Stormclimb to go back downstairs and see what was on the other side of that water.
Nope, it's fine.
I'm content
Let's-
with leaving.
Let's get back to the town.
Okay, guess we'll go.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep Faye in my sight next to me, not bothering the other two.
Cool. She talks to you, Drekdaring. Well, she talks to everyone, and this whole talk happens as you guys leave the castle, this fort, this abandoned fort, and now abandoned and filled with dead corpses. As all of you make your way back to the city of Bunder in a long talk during which Faye just fill your heads with words you can't quite make heads or tails of yet.
Feel sorry for the poor sap that stumbles upon this place and walks into that room and goes, "Oh, flame skull."
Yeah, we never really took care of that, did it? Oh, hopefully nothing bad will ever come from this.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Let's just report it to the authorities or the guild to take care of it.
Somebody with the spells to do so.
And we should also make sure that this place gets condemned, I guess. But yeah, so let's see.
So,
I think we've done everything.
Let's
could,
go
so.
find
Stormclimb
Derek
is
and Finn.
definitely going to be hiding in Jack Darren's armor again, just to avoid, the people from staring at him, so he doesn't cause a scene.
sure, fair enough. You think?
Oh, I guess I'll have my crow beatbox.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
It takes you guys the same 1 hour that it took you to walk all the way from Bunder to this fort, to make your way back from the fort into Bunder. But eventually, you make your way back into this town that is not quite familiar, but has a much more hospitable ambience than the fort and ruins you were in just then and there. And you finally stop, relax, take a deep breath, knowing that now you're safe. And your mission has been accomplished. All that's left is to find Derek, find Finn, and make your way back to Redemption. And I believe that this is where we will end things for today.
Heck yeah, heck yeah, heck yeah.
Yep, that was definitely a mission accomplished there. With 13 minutes to spare.
Noises.
Sorry, stretching.
It's okay. Is there anything specific you guys want to achieve in, I don't know, some weird ways, like on the road to Bunder, or first thing arriving in Bunder, just with this remaining time we have, just, before more plot happens?
Ooh, I want to do a performance check in town with a beatboxing crow.
Sure. For some reason, Falcon, as soon as you step into town, you feel like, hey, wouldn't it be nice if I showed these people what real music sounds like? And you just walk into town, and you start doing a incredible beatboxing performance you and your crow both riffing off each other with your beatboxing, and you do a small segment of beatboxing, and then your crow repeats it perfectly in sync, and then you keep going, and then your crow complements it, and then you start another riff, and your crow provides the back vocals to the beatboxing, I guess, and you two make a weird walking band, and people just stop to watch you walking into town, strolling and beatboxing your way around, and as everyone just looks very weirdly at you, and you do catch someone's attention. A bard who's playing around on his lute. He stops and listens to you and goes, "Oi! What you think you're doing? You're stopping my performance."
Well, maybe don't play the same shit every day.
Wow, you're
I hear
really
it every
good at making friends.
goddamn time I walk by this store.
Oh, snap! You just hear that coming out of Jack Taryn's armor.
Who even are you? I never seen you before in this town.
Very annoyed is who I am. That just play off on his lyre. Because for some reason I gave Falcon the musical
You
instrument.
gave him a
trick.
life? Oh my goodness.
This guy, he just gets up and he looks at you with almost like burning eyes, and he looks at you and says, "No, no, 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 no. Tell me who you really are. I want to know. Who is this wannabe musician who strolls into town and thinks he's so mighty, the cook of the walk? Who's your name?"
My name is Nakalf. And you'll never see me again.
"Oh, I'd better not see you again here. Or else, I have friends. And I'll make sure that my friends know of you, Macalf. And they're gonna screw you up if you think to stop my performance again."
Oh, honey, you're not gonna see a thing, but you're gonna hear everything.
Darren like walks up behind Falcon and is like, "Is there a problem with my friend here?" Arms crossed.
Immediately, the bard, who's a foxfolk, he's wearing leathers and normal courtier clothes, and he seemed very angry at first. He kind of seems to back a little bit as he notices the bulk that is you, Drakdarian, stopping behind Falcon, crossing your arms, and he looks up at you and says, "Well, your friend, it's not very polite, is he?"
He has a certain charm to him. You get used to it after a little while.
I'd rather
Okay,
not
people,
to. I'd rather he just vanished, like he promised he would do a minute ago and didn't do.
Well, I think we'll be on our way soon, but if you would really like us gone that much, you can certainly try.
Is that a threat?
It's more of a promise.
So during this commotion, Stormclimb is definitely keeping an eye on Faye to make sure she doesn't accidentally wander off somewhere.
No, Faye's just standing there, a few paces away, just patiently waiting, seemingly. Nothing's going on with her. It's even odd because she's not reacting to this whole commotion and she's not looking around. She's just sort of almost if she's just standing there, almost as if she's mumbling to herself, and her hands just keep kind of like flexing, almost as if she's almost as if she's looking for some writing utensil that is not there, like a pen or something that she could write with. And you see that she's mostly acting on muscle memory at this point. Alright,
Okay.
you big guy, tell your friend here that... to go. Really. It's annoying.
Oh, no. I understand. A lot of us like to be alone when we have performance anxiety.
Oh? You're a cocky bastard, are you not? You think you can perform better than me, is that what you're saying?
That's what they call me in college.
Perform
No,
better than
cocky bastard.
Oh.
Alright, Mr. Neckelf. Why don't we do a wager then? Let's see who's the best performer in town. We play off, see who's best, see who gets more tips. And we even throw in our own money into this bet. Or you just walk right off. Away from this town, never to be seen again.
Oh, the devil's hands are an idle plaything. Sure, I'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I don't have time to wait for your majesty to come back tomorrow. Meet me tonight in the tavern. Pick your best
Well-
performance. Let's see what the public thinks.
So long as your screeching doesn't wake up the locals, then I'm more than happy to oblige to your terms. Personally, I thought I'd give them a bit of time to wake up before they're so rudely woken up.
Well, you certainly have a big mouth. Let's see if you have the skills to back your claims, tosser. And he turns around, picks up his instrument, picks up his tipping hat, pockets his coins, looks at you with a final eye stare before turning around and walking away. Clearly irritated.
Okay, so
Falcon.
you two, we're heading back to go see Finnis here.
Well, we'll need to find him first.
No,
You're
okay,
really
fair
good
enough.
at this
For.
whole meeting friends thing. You're really good at it.
Oh, just kind of like being a dick to people and then leaving them hanging.
I noticed. It's very funny.
Thank you.
I was trying to not laugh the whole time. All right. Yeah, we'll go check the stables, see if Dead Egg's around. If not, this place is not that big.
Alright.
Yeah, he might be interested in picking up those papers back at the castle, because maybe Finn might be interested in those, so.
I think he's probably more interested in the book.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure those papers probably relate to the book, since that's what Faye scribbled after, she got exposed to the book.
I don't know. Let's just keep her close. And not let her draw any more things. Whatever she was writing on the walls in there, I don't know. That was weird. Everything about that book is weird. I'll kind of just pat the bag of holding a little bit.
Okay.
That's
Well.
really dark stuff.
Yeah, no kidding. I could really feel the heaviness it gave off. It's really creepy. Well, but we can't feel that now, so let's just go find Derek, who will hopefully find Finn for us, so we can just dump that book off of us, get it off our hands, so we don't have to think about it anymore.
And with that, the three of you walk back further into town to look for Derek. And that is where we're gonna end today's session.
Boy, I can't wait for Battle of the Bands.
To not happen.
And then he joins up with the. And then when he loses against Falcon,
Oh
he
my-
joins up with the orc, and then 50 sessions later, he becomes the BBEG.
That's right.
Just every single
Oof,
person.
every
gets
person
pissed
the
off
Falcon
joins
is dissed. Yeah.
Yeah, they become like an evil Justice League against
good lord.
just for their
Specifically
revenge
just
against
Falcon.
or like evil exes sort of thing.
Oh my god, no, I've been into that so much lately because the stupid game re-release.
Please no. Please no. But yeah, this is it for today, everyone. Thank you guys over at Twitch for sticking around and watching Conquerors of Nolyn with the Mismatched Mavericks as they explore the dungeon, found eldritch things, and didn't die. Nearly didn't die. And I hope you all enjoyed this. I forgot to mention this past stream, but all of these videos are being recorded and they will be uploaded into YouTube. That's so you can watch later at your leisurely pace, whenever you have the time if you want to catch up to previous sessions. And I'll be posting a link to my YouTube channel here on chat in a few moments. So check that out if you want more D&D in your life. And other than that, come back next week. We might be streaming again, because D&D. Everyone likes it. And other than that, thank you very much. Hope you all have a great night, day, or whatever time of today you're having. And goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.